Welcome to D&D with the boys to a night. Fuck!
That's good. I like
That's
that.
okay. Just keep going.
I didn't stop recording. Whatever.
This is so fucking
D&D
annoying.
with the boys, season 2. This is the whole part of the showmanship. You always talk about wanting to do YouTube, but every time I try to do a fucking intro, you're always like, I don't want to fucking do it.
Because the last time I said I wanted to do YouTube was like a fucking year ago. Now I don't want to do YouTube.
It wasn't a year ago. It was like 6 months ago.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Keeping track
Mom,
of
Dad,
the
please
days.
stop fighting.
Jeez, I have Asperger's. Keep track of the shit.
I'm literally going to come to your house and just start wailing on you.
Go
And
ahead,
I'm
Not
gonna,
again. Not again.
You keep arguing. No more D&D.
I'm going to literally start wailing on Gene. Alright, so we're recording.
It's bad enough that I only get to see one of you on the weekends.
God damn it. This is season 2 of D&D with the boys. Colossal Eagle killed himself. Colossal Eagle killed himself. Now, Danny is the new inheritor of the Eagle bloodline. Now, let's see what we're doing
Are
with
you
the boy.
doing my recap? You son of a bitch.
Dane, our fabulous D&D
I don't want to hear it.
narrator and
Bastard.
headmaster. I forgot the term fucking already.
AKA Big Dick McGee.
Big Dick McGee, yes.
Big Dick
His eye.
McGee.
PP Biggins.
BBC.
It, it is I, PP Biggins.
That's a good name.
That's like my name in a lot of things. Okay. So, God damn it. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Yo, what the fuck?
What?
I just started.
You're getting mad at
Okay.
us now.
I'll be right back. It takes 2 seconds. Give me a second.
You're getting mad at us now, Darian.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
because I'm trying.
Okay, we'll pause the music.
Nah, this is like exciting. Like, Gabe, when you're editing this, put in like some kind of like fantastical looking
List.
edits and edits and shit
Gabe,
like
the,
that.
the next video thumbnail should have what I posted in general.
Listen, hang on. So, we're not editing these until we like finish. So, okay, fine then. Tell me what you want me to put in now, so I remember.
Okay, so keep the song in it. You know, just quiet our voices and shit. But put like
I don't know how to
Put
do
like the
that.
picture of Ronald
Who do
McDonald
you think
over
I
the video.
am? I only edit pictures.
I'll edit it. I know how to edit this shit. So
Okay.
you know that shit you sent in Dungeons and Dragons, Danny's Colossal Adventure? I want you to
Yeah.
do something like this again, but like kind of like sadder. Kind of
No,
like,
no.
kind of like.
Sorry.
That's
The
like,
smallest bladder in the world and 6 bottles of water mix about as well as you would expect them to mix.
No, because I know you can do it. I know there's like an editing thing for it. So you know how in God damn it, can I finish? You know in JoJo's when Abdul dies and Polnareff sees him in the cloud? Do that for Colossal Eagle overlooking like the
Okay.
fucking the sandcastle. I don't know why I said sandcastle. Like the castle on the beach and shit like that as like if like oh we finally made it and we lost a good friend. And it's
so
like,
you want to do like
I'm sorry, what, Dane?
Colossal, get out of here! He's still alive!
Alright. Alright, I won't do that for the thumbnail. Like, I'll do, like, individual thumbnails when we actually, like, genuinely release this. This is just, like, the unedited version.
No, like I said, I can edit the music, but I want like an opening picture, and it's just
I
like,
get what you mean.
and it's just that, and it's just like, yeah. Ding.
Iggy,
I
get
can
out
do
of
that.
here!
I
He's
can do that.
still
That's
alive.
easy. That's
Alright,
really
let's start.
fucking easy.
All right, do our exciting recap.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Um,
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
So last time, you guys were on a pirate ship heading to one of the twins of the pirate kingdom. It's basically a unofficial kingdom run by the enigmatic pirate king. You are heading to the larger of the two of the twins, called the Brother. On your way there, you were intercepted by this pirate ship and this monk named Zenshi, who was looking for the hilt of the Colossal Eagle blade. And after a fight where you just got destroyed, and I mean demolished, Zenshi gave Colossal a ultimatum in which he said, either give me Danny or give me the hilt. And he even offered to give Colossal a sliver of the blade of the Colossal Eagle to add to the hilt. Now, to give him neither, and sort of calling upon Zenshi's weird sense of honor, Colossal made Danny kill him, and the blood that came from his throat went onto Danny's eyes and created the marker of the Colossal Eagle. As well as Zenshi left, the crew of the Hydra, the ship that you were on, half of them are dead. We're going to cut to the ship pulling up to the brother. None of you have seen this island before, right? This is maybe half a day since your travel. You guys are really close. And over this island, it looks almost like a giant sunglasses lens. There's this magical bubble over the island that is a sort of amber color, and it's a huge bubble around the island. It not only covers the exact perimeter of the island, but a few miles in each direction, right? Almost looks like a snow globe. And as you guys sort of pass through it, you realize it's very non-physical. It's a barrier to keep something out that isn't physical. And passing through it gives the area a almost like amber glow. Colors still look normal, but it almost looks like if it was perpetually sunset, almost. And you pull up to this giant island, and you can see that there's this giant pirate city on the hills of this island, but all the houses and castles and shops, as you get closer and closer to the docks, almost look like they're makeshift. Like they sort of are kind of combined together from the different spoils that these pirates have taken from. And the town is... it consists of all these different people from around the world just working together. And on a hill above the town is this giant black castle, made out of these kind of weird black stone. And as you guys get closer and closer to the docks, Captain Swiftwind, the man who's been guiding you on your journey, rings a bell that's behind the wheel of the ship, and he rings it 3 times. And you can see from the deck of the ship a sense of urgency among the people in the town as they call for healers, and you see clerics rushing to the docks, and you see plenty of men and guardsmen and sailors as you park the boat next to the dock. These people clamoring to get help as they pull you off of the boat. And how are each of you feeling at this moment?
I'm pissed. I'm distraught. I'm fucking lost. Like I'm a mixed bag of emotions right now, and my little 8-year-old body cannot handle it right now.
You're 10.
You're 10.
Sorry, I forgot it was 10. My 10-year-old body can't handle it right now. I'm shaking with anger, but I'm like, tears are still streaming down my face.
I'll say that ever since we should establish, Darren, you're playing as Danny now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Colossal died.
Colossal died. So
Pass it on to Danny, so now I'm Danny.
Yeah.
I'm Daniel, as I will go on
feeling
now.
very defeated.
We're gonna each take some time. Danny, I'm gonna call you Danny for now. We'll get to the Daniel. You're on the deck of the ship, just kind of watching And Anne hasn't really left your side since Colossal died. You just kind of met her. You've known her for about a week, and she's always been nice to you, but she's been kind of hovering you a little bit to make sure that you're okay. And she, as you guys are watching sailors come on and off deck, taking care of the injured first, she just kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and kind of walks you towards the deck. Earlier, you noticed that she talked to one of the sailors who had a sort of wheelbarrow, and you can interpret that she was probably directing this guy to grab Colossal's pod. Filbert, wait, how are you feeling?
Filbert's feeling very defeated. Like, the fact that he couldn't really protect Danny the way he wanted. Colossal Eagle's, death that probably could have been avoided.
Shut up, Gabe.
It's just a bad situation, and Filbert's just not. He's having a really bad time.
Filbert, I'll also say, as you're just standing there on the deck, I'm guessing within Danny's, like, where you can keep an eye on Danny, but not too close.
Yeah.
As you're kind of just standing there, the memories of your time in the Protectorate Legion and the friends that you fought alongside while you were a soldier and before you were a bounty hunter cross your mind, and the failures that creep in your mind, especially the failure of Stallion, your compatriot who lost an arm and a leg in...
Well, he just lost an arm.
I meant to say an eye and an arm, my bad.
Oh, yeah.
As... That before that was your biggest failure, and within the Legion, it's about teamwork, but it's also about sacrifice. So, people dying was it was sort of seen as a requirement when you were in the Legion, and
it was expected.
But like self-sacrifice wasn't seen as a big deal because it was just a given. And in your time, you've been a bounty hunter for about 10 years, and in your time as a bounty hunter, the world is crueler than being like there's less of a sense of brotherhood, and you haven't seen in a long time someone give up everything for somebody else since you've been in the Legion. And I feel like that would probably just I won't say whether your character thinks about that a lot, but I would say that like those thoughts kind of creep in your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Gene, how does Nedry feel?
He said he needs his heater on. We gotta give him a sec.
Oh, okay.
I, Colossal Eagle, as a ghost, go behind Filbert. I put my hand on his shoulder, and a cold chill runs up your back, Filbert. And you look around, and you're like, oh.
I will say that Filbert, since you do have a very weird relationship with death, you would feel just a phantom of a touch on your shoulder.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
I do want to say time out real quick, Gene. Who the hell is messaging you?
He's not here.
Oh, I thought you heard him shut his
While
door.
we're waiting.
He came back in.
He said this before. Like, people have been, they might be bots. They're like messaging him on Steam.
Well then, hang on. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Okay, we're recording again. You go ahead.
Gene, how does Nedry feel right now?
He's not really involved in the shit, is he?
Like he's just
I mean,
crackhead.
yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of just a crackhead.
But you know, like Tolona sort of told him to stay with the big man and to survive. So I don't know whether he had any kind of conflicting
Oh well, then he
feelings
feels like he failed
currently.
his god. He's probably too fucking horrified to approach her.
Nidri, you should make Danny feel better by nuzzling up to him like a cat would.
Gross.
Fuck yourself.
Oh
He's
come
a grown
on!
man.
He's a cat man. He is a
He's
cat
grown
man.
though. He's grown though.
He's like
That's
a
weird.
he's like a sentient person as well,
He's a cat man. Give me some cuddles.
or like like
Oh.
sentient enough to understand like speech and shit. I don't know.
He is way too fucking panicking about feeling his lord to even communicate with these other assholes. You want
So-
to say something?
As you guys are brought on to the island, Swiftwind squares you away in some sort of, it looks like a private manor that, are you really right now?
Sorry,
Right now.
I thought you
What
were.
do you think about Jasmine on Tinder right now?
I thought you were appreciated. Even
I'm
though
in
this
the,
is
no,
ours.
hold up. I'm in the middle of middle of describing something.
No, it wasn't
Damn,
for
and I
now.
You're a
see.
fucking hypocrite.
It
No,
wasn't for
keep
now.
the recording, and I see
Yeah, keep it
Darian
from recording.
sends me. What do you think about Jasmine on Tinder?
Yeah,
He was
shut
threatening me the
the
whole time. He said he was
fuck
gonna
up,
beat my
man.
ass.
I-
Every time.
It wasn't for now. I'm just like listening to you as I swipe through Tinder, and I was like, "Oh, Dan would appreciate this girl," and I just sent it to you.
I would if I wasn't in the middle of giving you a fucking description.
You should have never acknowledged.
It took me out of my like.
Version.
Darian, just please pull up your pants and focus on the game.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, my man's horny on main.
all right, go ahead.
So you get squared away in this sort of. She's cute. What do you want to? You get squared away in this sort of private mansion, and that night, Filbert, you get a knock on your door, and as you answer it, Captain Swiftwind, who looks kind of not distraught, but more tired, says, lad, I need you to come with me.
What's this about?
King wants to speak to you.
Oh, gee, more royalty. Alright, fine.
He- So, you it's about a 20-30 minute walk up the hill towards the castle, and as you're brought in to this almost side chamber room of this large black castle, you see sitting on a throne this figure in black and gold trim, and it's this nice outfit, these nice robes, but you've seen kind of clothes that are meant to be fashionable but hide armor in certain spots. It looks like one of those, and
Sort
as
of
you
like my outfit.
yeah, and as you enter, this figure says in a voice, "Leave us." And Swiftwind leaves the room, and as he says this, he lifted up his face when he said this, and you realize you can not really see his face, but you can see a glowing dot where his eye is, where one of his eyes are.
Okay.
And he rises from his throne and walks up to you. And he's very, very tall. And as he walks and gets closer and closer and closer to you, he opens up his arms and wraps his arms around you in a hug.
Personal space.
And after he hears you say that, he roll a perception check for me real quick.
My
It's pretty
perception.
easy.
We're still rolling off of level 4, correct?
You're level 7 now.
Oh, I thought.
Oh,
no time
yeah.
had
Level quote unquote level 4, but you're level 7 now. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I was the
This
one
is
who
more-
had to do
it's
level
not-
7.
Yeah, no, it's level 7, but like I just this isn't combat, so it's not. Don't worry about it. So yeah, just roll a perception check for me.
Okay, hang on. Let me just get my thing up. So plus 5. 23.
You see, what arm and what eye did Stallion lose?
I believe it was his right arm and his left eye.
Okay, so as he kind of backs away from you, you see this figure. His right arm is all black. It's almost like this midnight jet black flesh. And as you look in his eyes, his left eye is the eyeball is black. And what do you call the color part of your eye? Is that the iris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The iris is red. And you look at his face, and it's your old friend Stallion, your commander in the army, and a mentor who, after years of battle and personal injury, could never really leave the fight. And he looks at you stoically at first and then smiles, and you see in his smile fangs. Well,
I'm a little like I have no words. I haven't seen Stallion in years.
he says, I see we both have gone through a little bit of a transformation, you would say, huh?
Seems about right.
I saw you from my tower as you walked up, and I just something about you was familiar. And then I hugged you, and I heard your voice, and it's good to see you.
Good to see you too. What's with the fangs and the
Gabe, you just broke up for me.
I broke up for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said what's up with the fangs and what?
And the eye.
He raises a hand. It's the black hand, and he kind of magically waves it to his side, and a table with chairs and refreshments are sitting there. He goes, "Join me." Do you still eat?
I do.
He
I'm just invisible. Like, so wait, can he see? He sees that I'm a skeleton, right?
yes.
Yeah. So, so I'm not really like just a skeleton. My skin and my internal organs are invisible.
He goes. He looks kind of confused, and he's just like, "I see." After, and he kind of walks over and sits at the table, and as he's sitting, he goes, "After the war, I was lost. I thought that I still needed to fight for something, and I decided to try to hunt monsters, demons, and a one-armed man can do a lot up until a point, and one of the creatures that I was hunting got the better of me, and I took up a name for this new life that I have, and started this dominion for outsiders and outcasts. Here, my name is Orthus.
I'm just gonna call you Stallion because that's what I remember.
He chuckles and says, in private, you may call me Stallion, but I do have a reputation to uphold here. So, in front of others, just do me that favor.
All right, fine then, Orthus.
And he says, I heard about what happened to you, and I'm sorry for your loss, friend.
To be
This-
fair, I only knew him for about a day. It's more just his, little companion, the kid. He's the one that probably needs some cheering up.
You're my friend. The woman and the child will be taken care of on this island. It's not just for pirates. And he says, you were in my waters when you got attacked. Not only was this an attack on you, it was an attack on me and my people.
It was Attack on Titan.
Thank you. Whatever you need help, and however, if you do want revenge, I would like to be included in that. So, if you
Well-
need anything. And he says, there have been a lot of deaths to build this unofficial nation of mine. And in this keep, we hold and bury the bodies of this nation's heroes. I would like to, if you wouldn't mind, bury your friend here. Says he died here and died protecting our people. Real quick question: who has the hilt and
It should
the
be
part
Ann.
of the blade?
Should be Ann.
I remember
I gave it to Ann.
but Zenshi threw the little piece of the blade to Danny.
Oh, so I'm probably keeping on to it like a little keepsake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Anne has the hilt, but Danny has the little blade piece.
And he asks basically why you guys came here. Not why you guys came here, why you were attacked. And well, that you basically just fill him in if you feel like it, and you two kind of catch up about what's going on throughout the night and eat and drink.
Okay. Should I want to tell him a few details that I think are important.
Okay. What do you want to tell him specifically?
So I want to tell him. I want to find out whether or not he remembers or knows who the Colossal Eagle is or what that title is.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to tell him if he didn't know that the Colossal Eagle's the one who died.
It's a yes to both. He knows that what the title is, why it's important, and Swiftwind told him about the mark on Danny's face, so he he tells you that's another reason he wants to kind of keep and protect Danny. Is Danny is this defenseless kid right now
Correct.
who has this title and this potentially untapped power. The title of the Colossal Eagle is important.
All right. I have 2 requests. Actually, technically 3, I guess.
Shoot.
So the first request is, I imagine that he's this is a pirate, small pirate nation, and they travel by sea. If they could potentially use their resources to spread the lie that Galen Hardrum, the Colossal Eagle, is still alive out there somewhere to keep focus off of Danny. I
Okay.
want a letter, a encrypted letter sent to Ada that her quote unquote lover is dead, so she knows the fate of the Colossal Eagle.
Good.
Mhm.
And I would like them to send that letter that Ada gave us to who we were supposed to give them to, so that we there's no focus on us and no danger towards us.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. He says that's fine.
How about that, big brain play, boys?
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Um. So he answers all of these, and you guys kind of finish up the night just catching up. Darian, would you like to put on some creepy music? Because we're gonna go to Danny real quick.
Yeah, I specifically have something for that. Let me grab it.
Nothing too scary, Darian.
Oh. There we go.
Danny, you got your own room, so you probably had dinner with Anne, and I'm guessing you didn't talk much.
No, I was mostly quiet.
So you go back to your room. It's upstairs in this mansion. And earlier in the day, you set your things down and you set up your room and the window was closed. It's about 11 at night. You go upstairs and the window is open. And you hear, as you open the door, this song being played as you open the door. And sitting in the window frame is this half-elven woman. She has very, very pale blonde hair, almost white looking. She's wearing this white jester's makeup with red playing card diamonds over her eyes, and she's wearing uh, this white and red outfit. It's sort of like a jester's outfit, and over the jester's outfit is this kimono-like robe with. Before I continue this, would Colossal have told Danny about the paintings in the tunnels?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to say this for you guys, but I would like you to play Danny like he doesn't know what this is.
Yeah, of course.
The kimono the kimono robe has the paintings from the cave in white and red on kind of like the seams, like not the seams, but like the outer layer of of the robe. And she just sits there and plays this violin. And I know that you don't have 150 hit points, so you walk through the door, and let me just read this spell real quick. I apologize.
Pretty music. The music's so lovely.
Okay, so you walk through the door, and you are stunned. You can't move. You walk through the door of your room, close it behind you, and you cannot move at all. You can only listen, and this woman says, "Hey, kid," and she winks at you, and you feel like you can move your mouth, but that's about it.
Who are you?
I don't think I want to say that just yet. I came here to size you and your friends up, but the crazy one's out somewhere, and the bone man, I guess, is talking to the king, and I don't feel like meeting him at all yet. So I came to talk to you. How are you?
I'm not. I'm not good. I'm not good.
Not good. She, as she's talking, she keeps playing the violin, and she goes, "That's a shame."
Why? Why are you still playing that music?
Hmm?
What
Say
are
that
you
again,
doing to me?
sweetheart.
Why are you playing that music? What are you doing to me?
I came here to see who the next Colossal Eagle is going to be. I think you met my friend. And she kind of like leans forward and stops playing for a second.
I grip my teeth, and I get really angry by that. Fuck you!
Oh, that's where the spunk is. There he is. The anger. You're cute. And she goes, but you're not tough.
I
Lose the facade, kid.
spit. I muster whatever I can to spit at her.
The spit, like, she's kind of far, so like it lands at her feet, and
It's just symbolic. It's just symbolic.
she gets up, and you still can't move, and she just drags a finger. She walks around across the room and drags just a small, gentle finger across your face and goes, "You know, I could kill you with a thought. If you thought he was scary, just imagine what I can do."
I'm not afraid of you.
You're not afraid?
Oh.
Then you're dumber than I thought.
I have no more fear to give. I'm gonna wipe you creatures off the face of this planet.
I have a question. Is Danny legitimately scared, or is he scared and trying to
It's
trying
mostly scared talk. He's just trying to really come off tough, but he's like scared shitless right now.
She lifts like a pinky, and you feel like you can blink your eyes again, so you blink, but tears of fear start to roll down your cheeks. She goes, "Your body's betraying your words, kid." She says,
I'm not afraid. As I wipe my tears. I'm not
"No,
afraid.
you can't wipe them. You still can't move."
I'm not afraid.
She goes, "The only reason I haven't killed you, your fake little mommy, or your friends is because of whose island this is. I know you have the hilt, and I know you have that piece that Zenshi gave you. You can keep those for now, because open war with the Pirate King is bad for me and my friends. But I'll let you know right now, the moment you step foot off of this island, with that hilt, and that piece of the blade, is the moment that I come. Because I told my boss that it was a bad idea to send Zenshi. And you're probably wondering, why am I telling you this? It's because you can't stop me, kid. There's a couple of more of us out there.
Time out real quick. I'm just letting everyone know I'm gonna keep changing his voice up until I find something that sticks.
No, you're good, you're good. Because you're not
Time
gonna
back
play
in.
Baby Danny forever, so, like, it's fine.
Time back in. Alright, go ahead.
And she says, we're going to get it back. We have plans, kid. And no one will believe you. We don't want the problem of the Colossal Eagle getting in our way again. So if you know what's good for you, stay out of our way.
I I grip my teeth, and as tears are flowing down my eyes. You just wait, and watch. And I want you to watch your back, because when I get strong enough, I'm coming for you, and I'm coming for all of you, especially him. Him who took my daddy from me.
She holds out a hand, and you see the image of Nedry in your hand, and he's burned to death in this little illusion in her hand. Then she does it to Filbert, then to Anne, then to you, and she goes, and she does it to Colossal in her hand, and she says, there's a difference between bravery and stupidity. Your daddy was stupid. And she goes, remember, we don't want you butting into our plans again, or my boss will send me.
I just start to break down and cry. I can't handle it. I mean, there's too much emotions for me right now. I'm starting to fucking cry.
She goes, that's a good boy. And she walks back to the window, gets in a crouching position, and says, by the way, Zenshi says he's sorry for your loss. And she turns into smoke and disappears.
Am I unfrozen?
Yeah,
she's
she's gone.
I'm pissed. I'm ashamed at myself. I look at the wall, and with all my 10-year-old might, I just punch the wall hard as shit until like my knuckles bleed.
As you're hitting it, you're hearing a mix of Zenshi's laughter and her laughter in your head. And as you're hitting it and hitting it and hitting it and just bashing into this wall, your blood starts to come from your knuckles. And when you're just exhausted and you're looking at the wall, through your tears, you see the blood kind of come together, and the blood spells out a sentence saying, my name is Motley. Remember it well.
I'm just so confused. I just don't know what to do. This has been too much, and I feel like I'm about to drop and pass out.
As right before you pass out, Anne like busts into your room and says, Danny, and she like, Danny, and she like runs up to you and holds you and looks at the same message on the wall. And you pass out. Okay. Nedry. I was really excited to get to her. I love Jester characters, like Jester villains in media, so I was like,
They're always fun.
Am I
They're
keeping up
always
the
fun.
same theme, by the way, Dane? Am I keeping up the same theme, like suspenseful music?
Yeah, actually, because we're gonna go to Nedry. Nedry, you are kind of walking. This might be a little bit beforehand to what's going on with Danny. You're walking around the island, kind of just taking in the sights and the sounds, and a hand grabs you as you pass an alley and pulls you in. And in front of you, in the middle of this alley, are 4 hooded figures standing in front of you. Are you? What? Do you say anything?
No. Do I know these guys?
No.
No, I. Too panicking.
They start to chuckle in unison, and they go, Nedry, 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 Nedry.
I try to escape. No, not escape, but I try to like maybe.
Nedry, don't go. And one of them pulls their hood back, and it's this really old human man with missing teeth, and like his teeth are brown, and he goes, The acolyte. You're the acolyte. Hello, Nedry. And he gets on his knees and like starts bowing to you, and the rest do it as well, and they go, Nedry, you're hers. Nedry, you make her proud. You make us jealous because you are her favorite. And he, like, tears are streaming down his cheeks. Nedry, you survived. You survived the Reaper's gaze. You survived. You make her so proud. Nedry, she sends us to learn from you. Do you say anything?
I'm trying to think of something to say. God damn it.
I don't know why I think that fits more for your character. That you're trying to think of something to say, but you just can't.
Like, these guys might be crazier than you are, and you're pretty crazy.
I imagine this is like one of those rare moments where Nedry's like, dude, all right, just dial it down a bit, like
Dial it down a
for fuck's sake.
and
It's
he
at
goes,
100. You guys are at 100. You want to knock it down?
you might want to knock it. Hold up, bring it down to a 98, okay?
Pause.
And this old man goes, Nedry. She says to build a church here, to raise a foundation on which she will stand in the next millennia. Nedry, she says you've seen death. Tell us of it. Please,
does
Nedry,
everyone-
don't remain silent. Please, bless us with your words.
Does everyone? Who else can see me? Does anyone can anyone else see these guys?
You turn your head and you see like there's some like magical darkness that's keeping them from seeing you in this alleyway.
Okay, well
Nedry,
then Nedry goes into detail about the glorious death he's witnessed. It's like he's like loud and it's echoing.
you see like the other three kind of lift back their robes. They all look like they're misfits. And there is a tiefling, a dwarf, and this kind of like this weird hyena man.
Yay.
Like this
I can't wait to design him.
this weird like
Hurry.
he looks like an anthropomorphic hyena. For the listeners at home, this is a gnoll. And as you're telling them this, they are like ecstatic. They are just like
Okay,
in
just-
love with every single detail, and they're like, he praises us, and they're like dancing really creepily and
Nedry's
just like
joining them
losing
too.
it.
Nedry's
Yeah, no, you guys are like doing like a Children of the Corn like circle dance, and they're like loving you, and they go,
circle of monkeys spinning around.
the hyena man, he goes, Tickle was told that you will build a church for her. Tickle was told.
Gene, really quick, like if they ever ask you to like show them the book or whatever, you should just be like, nah, the book chooses me or whatever, or some shit like that.
Hey,
That's-
this
that's
is
when he's-
Gene's. You got your scene. You be quiet.
I know. I'm
That's,
just giving
that's
you my
when
ideas.
that's when he starts hissing like. That's when they start fighting for the book.
Like Schmeagle.
Tickle says. Tickle wonders. Are you going to build a church? Tickle, please answer, Tickle. And he's like shaking your shoulders. And like he's weird because as he's talking, like hyena laughs are coming out simultaneously.
Nedry would fucking definitely do it, but even though he doesn't know much about carpentry.
And the old man, he goes, I've heard, she tells me that soon you will get a deal. Please. You say yes? Is it a yes? He smells like piss, by the way.
That's actually worse than Nedry. That's worse. Than
Like you
Nedry.
know those pictures of like Liam Neeson pissing himself that came out recently, where like he always has like a piss stain in front of his
No.
pants. Like
I've
it's this,
never
like
seen that.
he looks like look it up when you get a chance. It's hilarious. But he's like, will you build for us, please?
Dane.
Hmm.
Dane, why the fuck did you just tell me about this? I literally just looked this up. What the hell?
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Isn't
Yeah,
it good?
Darren shouldn't look it up instantly the moment you tell him.
Will you please build for us?
Yes, for our Lord Talana.
You say that?
Yeah, of course.
They scream. What?
Why does he do that so often?
Everyone, including Nedry, screams in unison.
Why does he piss him so?
For her! And like as they're screaming, they go, Hierophant Nedry! Hierophant Nedry! And they kind of, you realize that you all go invisible, and you hear, let us hunt! And they go to hunt something. Do you go with them?
Yes, of course. Fellow
You-
followers.
You find like this homeless dude, and you subject him to terrors that cannot be spoken of in audio. As you scream in the night, there's like this forest outside of the city, and screams of Hierophant Nedry are screamed into the night sky.
Hierophant Green.
I knew you. He said the thing. He said the thing. He
I'm fighting-
watched
Play
the thing that
play
I
the air
watched.
horns.
He knows it.
Play
He
those air
knows the
horns.
thing.
Am I cool yet?
Play
Hold
one of the openings as loud as possible.
I'm gonna go get a snack real quick. I will be right back because I'm
Look the
starving.
audio.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna pause real quick because I gotta pee.
Okay.
No. All right,
Well, I mean,
we're back
is
to
Dane
recording.
back?
Oh, I thought Dane was back.
No. The only one here is Gene still here.
Gene, are you still here?
No.
Yeah, he's still here.
We're
I'm just gonna
waiting
keep it unpaused then. Oh man, eating chicken and dumplings is so good. Woo!
Yeah.
Gabe, if I send
What?
you an image, you think you could put our logo, D&D with the boys, over top of this image, but make it look kind of steampunky?
Pen, send me the thing. Here's the thing. I can probably do a lot of stuff. I just need like references and stuff. Yeah, you just want me to do that and then just change like the colors, maybe like play around with like how the text looks. Yeah, I
Yeah, hang
can
on.
probably do that.
Here we go.
Is
Not-
it the same?
It's still gonna be D&D
Okay,
with the
I'm back.
boys,
Sorry.
but make it look steampunky.
Okay.
Like maybe some gears and shit like that.
Alright.
Like-
I'm back. I'm sorry.
No,
It's
it's fine. I'm talking to Gabe about something. Like make the D's look like a gear.
I'd alter the font so it wouldn't be like that very like it wouldn't be like that very it's hard to describe. It's not like the bubbly font, it's more like the blocky font or whatever.
That'd be perfect, actually.
Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, Darian said that we're still recording.
Yeah, I came back. I thought you were back, so I started it.
Be very
Um,
careful with your choice of words.
So you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. The next day, you guys wake up and you are summoned because they're going to burn Colossal. Not bury Colossal.
God damn,
They're gonna-
Dane.
yeah, they're gonna
We're
cremate
gonna do
him.
like a Jedi funeral or whatever.
It's a Viking.
No, that'd be even more badass.
Yeah.
I was about to ask.
That's
Yeah, let's
way
give him
more.
a Viking
Yeah, give him
funeral.
a Viking funeral. That's badass. Since he died at sea, he'll be with the sea gods or some shit.
Oh yeah, that actually might be better.
You guys are.
Hang on, I got a thing for that.
Would you like to be cremated or like Viking funeral into the sea? Because they're going to bury
It's
you.
it's the both.
somewhere.
It's both, right? So it's
They-
like
Well,
They burn-
Viking funeral. I was going to.
They light the ship on fire as
Okay,
it's going
they were
into
gonna
sea.
give you the option to like have you buried with like this like in this kind of Valhalla Hall of Heroes of the pirates. You know what I'm saying?
nah.
it's-
I feel like it's kind of cooler. burning.
Okay.
Like I'm
No.
going with the
It's your
ashes.
character.
I'm going with the eagles. My dust is going with the eagles. I like that.
You guys are told though that in this Hall of Heroes they will build you a statue.
Oh hell yeah,
That's good.
that's awesome.
I can also just like make the statue in Hero Forge.
I look at my my surrogate mother. I nuzzle in between her bosom.
God damn it.
Okay. You guys, right? But Colossal's body is set up to be burned at sea, and you are each given an option to say some words. Would any of you like to say any words for Colossal?
Y'all motherfuckers better say something.
Give
I don't know what
fucking
to say this whole
second.
fucking time.
Alright. I may have known Colossal Eagle for a
Whoa,
day.
whoa, 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 whoa! Do the voice.
Yeah, I was about to say, what happened to your voice?
Do the
Oh, yeah,
voice.
yeah, sorry. I may have known Colossal Eagle for a day, but his exploits and his time in the military have been heard. I've heard. God, I'm trying to think of how to word this. This is hard. Fuck.
He was in the great green pastures that my
Let him
pappy
say
used to
his
tell me
words.
about.
Damn it!
From what I've heard in my time in the military, he was a great and valiant warrior, liberating many from the scourge of bandits. That always meant a lot to me in my time as a child soldier. And I hope that all of his unfinished business has been attended to, and that in his life in the next world is far more legendary than his time in this one.
Veritas.
I don't know.
Nedry. You shoot a gun in the air. Pow.
Sakes.
Blah,
No,
blah,
I'm
blah.
I'm not wasting my bullets. I have
Pour one
3
out
bullets.
for the homies.
We could do like a 21 gun salute with like crossbows or whatever. I have
Cannons.
plenty
Well-
of them.
Nedry, do you have any words, or do you not want to say anything? It's totally up to you.
He is Nedry's reciting prayers for Tolona. They're kind of really fucked up,
Okay.
but
like
but
that.
it's all in good. It's in good intention.
I was hoping he'd do that.
Like, Nedry starts to say this prayer, and it involves like eviscerating people, and he brings
Yeah.
up like
And
you
he's
hear
screaming as loud as possible.
like he says stuff, but sometimes he mutters stuff, and like you could have swore you heard the words "dead baby" right at like one after another somewhere in that prayer. You're like,
Baby back ribs.
you're like, okay.
I look at
and-
Fulbert with so much disgust and confusion in my eyes.
Listen, Colossal Eagle liked this cat, man. He brought him along. I'm sure he's fine with it.
So
And
Anne actually says, I didn't know him, and unfortunately I won't be able to introduce our child to him. But he said he was a bad man, but he treated me with kindness. And the best people aren't the ones who are naturally good. Because while I'm thankful for them, I'm even more appreciative of the ones who try every day to better themselves and be a better person tomorrow than they were today. Colossal was that man. And I heard him say a couple of times, you only get one. That's a lesson that I'm going to teach our child, because you really do only get one chance to make things right. But she kind of just squeezes Danny's shoulder. Danny,
And-
you got any words?
Hang on, wait, before you go.
Yeah, give me a second.
Anne's words about bettering oneself, like every day or whatever, that struck a chord with Filbert. So there's a tear going down his eye, but no one can see it.
Colossal didn't get
I'm gonna say the way the curse words. It's a tear, but like it's just like a tear that just like appears and just falls. You know?
Oh, geez, yeah. All right, fine. Yeah. Should we roll to see if anyone sees that?
I'm not gonna worry about
No.
it. You had time to kind of spruce yourself up, so you look
No, it's
fine.
fine. I'm trying to think of something good. You guys can give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Oh man. I was thinking of something funny in my head. I'm just trying to think of something good.
So weird because we've only done like one character funeral.
I know this is fucked up. That's why I'm like, oh man, I actually put in the spot right now. I think I have a speech. I think I have something cooking up.
I swear if you do something stupid like try to steal the fucking Independence Day speech.
No,
Or some
I was
stupid
thinking about the Christian Love Day thing. I have
Lost
some.
Eagle was quite poggers.
Danny, know what that? Like, it's funny that Danny's like the only one that knows what that means.
Colossal Eagle was my little pog champ.
I walk up. I walk up really sad. I'm like tears streaming down my face. I don't face everyone. I kind of just look out at the ship with Colossal Eagle's body on it, but my balls, fist, and tears coming down my strafe. I'm just like, I've been alone for so long.
You gotta say that again.
Yeah, that's fine. I was trying to think. I've been alone for so long. I had no one coming into this world. I was just an orphan that got picked up by a gambling shark. Then I had no meaning in my life, and I just lived to live. Until I met Colossal Eagle and his strange friends and someone who wanted to teach me how to cook. Colossal, I hope you and the chef are making great recipes in the sky, 'cause I know I miss you both dearly.
I like to think that Chef Boyardee is absolutely bawling right now.
As I'm talking, I see the clouds almost form to look like like the chef and Colossal Eagle. They're both like Colossal Eagle's like his whole arm is around Chef, and like to my child's brain, it looks like they're hugging it out and having a good time. But in reality, it looks like Colossal Eagle's strangling the shit out of the chef.
But that's the thing though. Could he do that? Because I'm trapped in a
No,
book.
Nedry, you hear from the book just like really hard sobbing.
That's my boy.
He's like, what? Confused.
Colossal said something to me in private. He said he heard it from a friend once on the battlefield. You can destroy planets,
God damn.
but you can
shut
never
up,
destroy
shut
what
up,
I am.
Shut up.
I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things who cry out for peace. I am a protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth, ally to good, and nightmare to you.
We're gonna get sued. Kira Toriyama's gonna fuck me right in the ass for that one, okay?
Well, actually, he won't because Goku didn't even fucking say that shit. That's just fucking Funimation having fun in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, great.
As I
Funimation,
cry-
even worse.
Yeah, they're fucking spiteful.
Oh, what are they gonna do? Sue me?
I mean,
As I cry, I
if
look.
anything, they'll probably. Well, I won't say that here. Whatever.
I literally just say, no one can. No one can stop me on my new mission. I'm going
Say
to
this
wipe.
all the-
I say this like an anime shonen hero who just lost his family. I will avenge you, Colossal. No being in my way will stop me. I will wipe this evil off this world. And want to make sure Shang-Chi pays for hurting my friends, hurting my family.
Philbert's just thinking, what the fuck? Man, this kid is like.
I'm just angry as shit now. I'm just like my tears have dried. I'm angry, and I just scream, Colossal! And it just echoes through the winds.
They push Colossal in his little float that his body's laying on off, and Captain Swiftwind walks up to you with a bow, an arrow that's on fire, and he hands it to you, Danny. He goes, "Would you like to do the honors, lad?"
Yes. Yes.
Pull it back.
Out of curiosity,
Hmm.
like obviously for story reasons, it'll probably hit. But I kind of want to see like the chances. I want to see.
No.
Like, oh, okay, fine.
No.
Well, it's just fucking
You
horribly
ma-
missed.
No.
No, you got your goof with his Goku speech, okay?
No, I mean like I just wanted to see like a dice roll to see if we were actually to do this with dice rolls, if he would actually make it.
I
Out
felt
of
like being a
curiosity.
dick and doing that, but I don't feel like it.
Well, I mean, like this wouldn't apply. Like this is like I said, we just do like the story thing. We're like, yeah, sure. Like for story purposes, it will hit. But also, like I want to see.
We'll do that later. We'll do that later.
Okay.
Um, Danny, in your eyes, you see the float going out to sea, and through tears you pull it back, and you feel the heat emanating from the tip of the arrow, and you release it, and the arc lands onto the float, and your father is cremated at sea. We are now going to do the 5-year time skip.
Yay.
I hope you guys brought something to do within. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Very bold to assume.
All right,
I train hard as shit.
1 through 2 is Danny. Danny's first. I'll go 1 through 2 Danny, 3 through 4 Filbert, 5 through 6 is Nedry. I'm gonna roll real quick for myself to see who goes first. And we're gonna do year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. Okay, year 1. All right, Phil, you're up. What would you like to do? What is like an event that you would like to do in the first year since Colossal died?
Well, first things first. I need to report to Greg Garot.
Okay.
I got fucking news.
You're just so happy he's dancing in the background.
You probably you probably
He's not gonna be
leave
happy.
you probably leave a week or two after Colossal's funeral, just to kind of like get your bearings together, because you were fucked up by that fight, so you probably needed a little bit to kind of heal up and
Oh, I wanted to
get your shit
ask.
together.
Can I get my tooth back in my mouth, please? Or is that far beyond the
Roll
realms of
a
magic?
d20, no
Oh, boy.
modifiers, because he gave it to Danny, but Danny freaked out, so
I hope for
15 through
please.
20, you found your
Oh.
tooth.
Oh no.
1 to 14, you can't find it.
Here we go. This always fucks me. Damn it.
12, you do not find your tooth.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Time passes by music.
Uh, so it takes you a couple of weeks to reach the Craftsman Dominion. It kind of goes uneventful. Swiftwind actually gives you a ride, and you go to a dwarven city, and it's filled with the sounds of invention and the creation of new architecture, and it's just nice. It's something that you heard while you were kind of figuring yourself out and what weapon you wanted before you went on your bounty hunting adventure. And you meet Gray at this little blacksmith spot that you've met him before. Gray kind of looks at you and goes, hey, what's up?
Hey Gray. I got some good news and well, potentially good news and very bad news.
Go
So,
ahead.
what do you want me to start with?
Doesn't really matter. Go ahead.
Alright. I think I'll just tell you the long bad news. So, you know that group of adventurers that you sent to Scalonia with the chef?
Yeah.
So, oh boy, where do I start? So, when they arrived, they picked up a 10-year-old orphan boy. That's kind of not important right now, but it also kind of is later on. They met. So, do you are you aware with the civil unrest in Scalonia?
You want to get to the fucking point?
All right, all right. So the small one is gone, like gone. I don't know where he is. He went through a portal. He's gone. The big guy, he died on our boat when I was trying to like get back to you. And the chef tried to assassinate the king, and he's dead.
I did hear about an assassination. I didn't know it was the chef. We're gonna get sued.
Dude,
It's just the opening as like his excitement grows. It's like, yes, he's dead.
well,
The
he
first smoke.
doesn't want him dead. He wants him in
Get,
prison.
oh, all right. Let's play the scene. Damn it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Um,
You're interrupted.
There's like a look on his face where he looks upset that he didn't get to do it, but he gets a smirk like he finally gets to go home and try to patch things up. The mission is over.
Well, here's the thing, Gray. So you know how you wanted like evidence of his
Yeah.
killings? So apparently, before the king died, because there was an uprising over there, they threw out his body after decapitating it. I have the head. I tried to ask him if they have his journal. They threw that out too.
Honestly, I'm just. He has like tears welling up in his eyes. He goes, I'm just kind of glad it's over. And he puts a hand on your shoulder and he goes, thanks, Phil.
But that's not it.
Yeah.
So that kid I was telling you that they picked up or whatever,
Yeah.
the events that led to like the chef like trying to assassinate the king or whatever really messed up this kid, and it screwed over a lot of people. From what I understand, you had 2 other people that went with them, a gnome and some woman. They're gone. I don't know if they ever got back to you.
Shit.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
bad.
I
Like, it's
didn't
not-
get any
like,
response.
Like I was trying to say, it's not all good news. It's also like he kind of like was able to get a few last like, you know, fuck yous out there before he went. So, yeah.
Well, I could always use your help in the investigation.
Here's the thing.
Hmm.
I kind of have to look after the orphan kid that we brought along, because he has literally no one, and I kind of owe the big fella that you sent to Scalonia a favor. And that's the favor.
He
Yeah.
goes,
Everybody gets one.
well, investigations do take a pretty long time, and
Everybody gets one.
I gotta see my kid.
Fulbert, you have to say everybody gets one.
His everybody gets one rule sort of kind of bled onto me now.
He goes, well, I gotta see my kid too, so
Yeah,
it's not gonna be a constant thing, but you can't look after this kid 24/7.
kinda. I think he actually wants to learn how to fight and shit. To find his, his quote unquote father's killer. And I kind of owe it to him, because I also kind of contributed to traumatizing him by accident.
It's not a pretty. You had to have been there, Gray. You had to have been there. You don't understand. It's bad.
He he goes, well, you ever want to keep helping me make a difference? You know how to contact me.
Yeah.
And he goes, I want to introduce you to some people that I know. And he goes, follow me. And you guys,
Well, before we go, I want to ask: do I still get payment, or
he
did
goes,
I not
I
do the
gotcha,
job
I
well enough?
gotcha, relax. Just
Okay.
follow me.
All right.
And he leads you through this kind of pillar of industry of a city. And you smell steam and hear the clanking of multiple blacksmiths and tinkerers throughout the city. And you take a couple of crosses in an alley and you hit a like a dead end kind of alley. And he goes, okay. And he pushes on a brick in this brick wall and it opens up. And he goes, and there's this kind of small tunnel that leads downwards. And it's pitch black. And he goes, follow me.
All
And
right.
as he leads you down, he goes, there's this organization that
Organization 13.
shut up. That
Thought you appreciate
Organization
that.
13's in this, but it's not these guys.
Oh,
Shut up.
okay. I thought I was gonna make a meme, but never mind.
No, like I legit have characters that are inspired by Organization 13, but it's not these guys.
Somebody say the door to darkness?
Darkness. Do you know what it means to be a nobody? He
Why do
says,
you have the keyblade?
"My friends are my power." He
Yeah.
Gray says they tend to try to keep the peace from the shadows, but there's a lot of bureaucracy involved, but they celebrate the Raven Queen, the matron of death. They've been keeping their eye on you because you represent some sort of change and like a catalyst in their organization. And as he's leading you farther down, these torches on the side of the walls of this hallway tunnel, light up with this purple-ish blue light. And he goes, but they don't know what kind of change it is, positive or negative. And I have contacts here. And he says, Phil, I would like to welcome you to the Midnight Men. And he leads you into this room, and it's this giant kind of like council chamber, basically.
Okay.
There are these tall desks, and behind each desk is a figure. Okay, and behind these three figures is, over at the highest part of this building on the wall, is this raven skull. And each of these figures have jet black skin and pure white eyes, right? One is a very, very, very old human woman. One is a tall Goliath, which is like a half giant person, Goliath man, and one is this kind of gender ambiguous tiefling, and Gray says, Dorma, Mortem, Terminus, this is Filbert.
Howdy.
The Goliath, who is sitting in the center, Mortem, is Filbert Bunkleton, correct?
I'm going to change the music that is not as fitting as I thought.
I like that. That was fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
This isn't some kind of cult, is it?
This isn't some kind of Suicide Squad, is it?
What is this? Some kind of Suicide Squad? He goes.
That's basically what a cult is.
He says, "No." Filbert, tell me. How do you feel about injustice?
It all really depends on, like, context. Like, I pick and choose my battles.
He says, we, as an organization, have an obligation to uphold peace. We have become complacent. And he stopped speaking, and this ancient woman who is to your left, his right, in her behind her giant desk, unfurls this tapestry, and she goes, and there is this prophecy that in our complacency, a catalyst will bring us change and will represent a new era for the Midnight Men. And as she unfurls this tapestry, you see two women facing each other. One is she's beautiful, but she looks malnourished. And the two women are in profile of each other. There's a woman who looks malnourished, and she has this black hair and sort of like raven feather shoulders that are like shoulder pads. And the other one is this young, beautiful woman with this golden robe, but she has these green veins on her face. And under them is this kind of anatomical, like the anatomical structures of people with their palms out, is this person with a weird weapon at his feet. And you realize that this person is a skeleton, and you realize this person is you. And
I don't like this.
the tiefling says, Philbert, you don't have to help us, but you have a role to play in coming events. What say you to the Corvid Court of the Midnight Men?
You said I have no obligation to this?
That is correct.
What if I say no?
You may go. But the more that you forego your duty, the more Talona will make you her harbinger of doom.
Wait, Talona?
Yes.
That's funny. I have a friend, or I guess acquaintance, that doesn't shut up about Talona. He's this weird cat man.
The tiefling says, yes, Talona does have followers, but as long as she doesn't get too powerful, we don't have to worry about her. And her power will increase more and more and quicker if you remain complacent. But we do have time for you to make a decision.
Alright,
Think on this.
Listen,
Philbert.
hang on. So, I feel like, due to recent events, I'm sort of helping you anyway. because Catman I just mentioned is kind of stuck with me, and I feel like I'm gonna learn about this anyway because of that fact. So why the hell not?
They smile, and the Goliath says, "You may report to Gray, and he will report to us. There will be later news, Filbert. Thank you." Real quick, do you have anything else in this year that you would like to do, or is that about it?
Since I'm in the Craftman's Dominion and I need bullets.
Get your stuff. You're good.
yeah,
You asked
well,
me
hang
about
on,
this beforehand.
hang on. I have a very specific thing I want to do because I feel like this will be very useful in the near future. So nobody knows what a pistol is outside of like the dwarves, right?
Uh-huh.
I would like to purchase, like I don't know, like blueprints that help describe what a pistol is and how to make ammo for it. So if I ever come across another blacksmith out beyond the Craftsman Dominion, I can hand it to him, and I can possibly get my ammo for cheap.
To speed this up a little bit, because I do want to get to
I was gonna say, does that work that way?
to you guys. You know that like the guy who built the team of blacksmiths who built this gun and the bullets for you wouldn't want to give you blueprints on how to make to like give to another blacksmith, because like this is kind of like supposed to be a kept secret, but they do offer to teach you how to do it yourself, and you can borrow a blacksmith's like
Okay,
center,
that's fair.
but you would have to spend probably the rest of the year to learn.
All right,
There. We got a deal?
yeah. Is that my reward for helping Grey Garrot, or is that a different thing, a separate thing?
Gray gives you 200 gold. How's that sound?
Okay, cool. I'll add that 200 gold to my previous 200 gold.
There you go. You're really rich. But you know what? I'm gonna be a dick. I'm gonna say that the cost of teaching you how to, because this would be expensive, how to make like the bullets and stuff, is 200 gold. So you're at a square 200 gold.
Okay. So I just have 240 gold now.
You just yes.
Still have my 30 gold from when I started and the 10 gold that Colossal gave me before he passed.
All right, we're gonna go to Danny now.
You bastard.
That took a lot longer than I thought that was gonna take. I apologize.
That's okay.
That was more to them, not you. Okay.
Well, I mean, like, if you want to do the same for them,
Yeah, I got you.
it's only fair.
Danny. A little bit after Filbert leaves, and you've had a couple of weeks to kind of think about Colossal's death. In the middle of the night, you are brought to have an audience with the Pirate King, who you have noticed does not leave the castle very often, and was not at Colossal's funeral. And you are brought in the middle of the night to the small courtyard with a man who you assume is the Pirate King standing in the middle of it.
I know how these things go, buddy. You're not getting one over on me. Nah, I shouldn't say that. I'm trying to think. You know what? I want to just cut to the chase. Just like after thinking about Colossal's death, the next big thing that's on my mind is Motley. You know, I'm just like
Motley Crue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you this. In your 10-year-old mind, would you have told anybody about Motley yet?
No, because because I'm so distraught. I feel like I'm holding a lot in.
Okay.
So like, people are kind of just like, "Hey, what's wrong?" And it's just like, "Oh no, nothing's wrong. I just have a lot on my mind." And people think it's because of Colossal. It's like, no, it's partially because too the name Motley has been way. So I asked the king, like, "Are you Motley? Are you Motley?"
I will let you know right now, the Motley thing, you'll be able to assume that was the woman's name.
Oh, okay, then. You know what? Then I meet the Pirate King. I ask, like, why do I never see you in the daytime?
he just chuckles and he goes, "A king has many duties to uphold. Young Daniel, is it?
Yes. Yes, you could call me Daniel. I like that name, Daniel.
How are you feeling, Daniel?"
I'm angry. I want to make the man who took Colossal from me the pay. And I don't want to see this happen to see anything bad happen to Anne or my baby brother.
He walks over to a bench that's kind of like a rest bench in the middle of this this like kind of training ground courtyard, and he pats the seat next to you.
I get up off my seat and I go right there to the seat.
And he says, "Daniel, there are many monsters out there, and anger is a good tool.
Sorry.
But very good. But it alone won't get you the results that you're looking for.
I want to make them all pay. I don't want to
Daniel.
live in fear anymore.
And this guy's huge, and I've described him already. It's the same description as the one that Gabe got. But Danny, you look at him, he's kind of terrifying. He has this giant black arm. One of his eyes is red, and he turns to you and he says, "Daniel, would you like to learn how to hunt monsters?"
Yes. Yes, Father. I will become a colossal eagle.
Yes, Father, I will become a colossal eagle. And then Colossal's body runs through the window and lands on a statue. Yes, and he says, "It will take a lot out of you. This is a path."
I don't care. I want to make those monsters disappear. I want to make them all pay.
Okay.
My daddy once told me that he wanted to train me to stop him if he ever became a monster. But little did he know, I was that monster. Oh. I was thinking of something good in my head, but it got jumbled up. I was trying to do where it's like, Colossal thought he was the monster, but it turns out I'm the real monster all along, and I want to
like
hunt monsters. I'm
Um,
getting angry.
he says, "All right. I can't replace your father, but I can teach you. Do you want to do anything besides training with Orthus,
Uh,
or because I do have one event that I want to do with you."
yeah. Hang on. Is Filbert's gone, right?
I'm
Filbert's
away.
gone. Filbert left. He's basically gone until the next year, at least.
All right. Good. So I don't have any parting words. Is my cat man still around me? Is everyone
Yeah, he's
mostly gone? Okay. All right.
Like Nedry's off doing his thing, but like he's on the island. Well, I don't want to say because I don't know what Gene wants to do.
Because I was about to say, you know what? I want to go to Anne, my kind of
I'm
surrogate.
sorry for that. I've been lost the whole time.
There you go.
My surrogate mother. I just go to her. I have no more tears left. I'm only angry. And I ask her. I give her a hug. I pat her belly, where the little baby bump is growing, and I'm just like, Colossal asked you to keep the hilt safe. Now I'm asking you to still do the same for me. And when I'm ready, I'll come back for my belongings. And I just kind of leave the room as I go off into the shadows to become a monster of the night.
She goes, "What? You still live here with me? I'll see you for dinner."
I like the idea of just like I'm fully committing myself to the point where like I barely see people anymore. They-
No, I like the
You're
idea
still
that
10
Danny.
though, so like you got a bedtime.
I like the idea that Danny thinks he's super cool in his head, but
This
he's
like
also
edgy
like,
child.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like
Like he's like edgy as hell, but he has a bedtime still.
yeah, no, like
He's like that. He's that kid that really emulates Teen Gohan when he's like when they're a kid or whatever. Like they talk to their parents as if they're in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm stupid edgy. I'm trying to commit my full time to training. Like even when they make me go to bed, I'm still doing like push-ups at night. I'm just fucking reading up and researching about my enemies, and I'm sure as shit. Oh, I go back to the king, and I'm just like I need a book on anyone by the name of Shang-Chi.
Zenshi.
Zenshi. I know I'm thinking of fucking Shang-Chi. Sorry.
Very good.
Zenshi. I want to
Um,
make sure I study him up. I want to study all the monsters I want to hunt.
It takes a while to find information on him because there's not really any documentation on him. But through the grapevine, you hear. Roll a history check for me, real quick.
History. That is +2 for me. So.
Okay. Yeah. With advantage. So roll it. Roll it 2 times, and then take the larger number.
Okay, good. Yep. So. Boop. Boop. 18.
Cool.
Oh wait. Yeah, 18.
You hear of the story from years ago of this man who trained his body to become a weapon. And he only goes by the name of Zenshi. He trained his body to become as powerful as he could make it at the time, and traveled the world challenging different foes and combatants to one-on-one fights, and it got to the point where he got bored and the fights weren't doing it for him anymore, and at that point all he had was the will to fight, so he just wanted to die. Well, good way of killing yourself is fighting a dragon. So he climbed a volcano in an area around the Craftsman Dominion and fought the red dragon Nail. Nail.
I learned this. I go out to the sea one night by myself.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, god damn it. All right.
It's a fight that lasts literally 2 days. And at one point, in the middle of the sky, Nail lifts up Zenshi. And as he goes from the bottom of Zenshi in the air to breathe fire on him, Zenshi propelled himself, right arm forward, into the dragon's stomach and came out the other end. And fell to the ground.
I flinch.
And as he rose, the right side of his body was singed, but he was alive. So now he travels looking for an opponent that will make him feel as alive as he did fighting Nail, the red dragon. That's it.
All right. I go out to the beach, out to the sea, looking at the waters, the calm, crashing tidal waters. I kind of second guess myself, and I sit there on my knees. I start crying again, begging and pleading with the gods to give me a sign. I keep looking until from far away I hear an eagle cry. And I'm like, yes, Father, I know what I must do. And I decided to go train the rest of my life to be his adversary and wipe all the monsters off the face of this planet. I essentially become the Black Swordsman at this point. This is my start at becoming the Black Swordsman.
Perfect. One thing I want to do with you. It's about 9 months later. You have been training, you got a bigger body now, And in the midst of your training, you get called home because Anne went into labor.
Oh
And-
shit! Let me go rush home for that.
You rush home, and as you bust into the room, you see Anne holding this rust-colored baby boy with little tiny nubs of horns starting to come from his head. And she says, "Come say hi to your brother." And she lets you hold him, and she says, "I think the next colossal eagle has a right to name him at least. What do you want to call him?"
I look to the sky of the sunny, bright skyline outside. I look back at her, I look after the baby, and I'm like, I think you know who I want to name him after.
Galen it is then. And you hold baby Galen in your arms.
This is a touching moment.
Galen Jr.?
We call him. Oh, I bet. Never mind. Yeah, I was about to say like CJ, but never mind. I forgot it's GJ. Nah, yeah, we call him Galen Jr. We just call him Junior.
Okay. That is that first year. Nedry, you want to do something?
Honestly, I like the idea of what you said earlier.
Oh,
about
building
running
the
off-
church?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You and your followers,
What a psychopath.
you're a rock star to them. They think you're the cool, like, after being, you never really notice how, like, shitty you've been treated by people for so long, until you met these guys and they think, like, you're, like, tough shit. And, Orthus, the Pirate King, said that he would help Filbert as doing whatever he needed, and you probably asked for like a permit to build a church, so you build and he does that as a favor, and he lets you build a church of Talona on the island. If you want to play that out a little bit, you can. I'd say about after a couple of months it's built, and you like your followers are outside basically doing like the Scientology, like, and the Mormon, like, holding out, not Mormon, Jehovah Witness, holding out pamphlets saying, "Hear the good word, hear the good word."
Woo!
You have one
And-
buff guy put someone in a headlock, and you're like, you're gonna convert or else.
Nedry, as you're doing this, a huge minotaur walks up to you and goes, and points at a pamphlet that you're holding, and he goes, "What's that?" "Hey,
This is the Lord of Netry. Or I'm Netry.
yeah, I didn't ask that. What's that you got there in your hand?"
Look upon ye with eyes. Lord of the name Thelona.
And he like scratches his chin and he goes, "Who's that?"
Who's what?
"Talona."
The Lord, the Goddess.
He scratches his chin and says, "Mickle needs God in his life. Mickle's a sinner. Does Talona accept sinners?"
Oh, does she?
Yeah. He lifts you up and hugs you, and he goes, "Mickle has found God. Thank you."
God.
He goes, "When can Mickle start?"
No.
This thing's like 9 feet tall. He's like a 9-foot tall Minotaur pirate.
Nedry doesn't give a shit as long as they're willing to take Talona. But this guy can fucking murder with his bare hands. It's awesome.
He puts you down and he goes, "You!" And like he points to like this like really scrawny elf
Jesus
man.
Christ!
He goes, "Listen to him. What is your name?"
And he looks at you, Nedry. He goes, title, name.
Netri, follower.
Hey, little man, you listen to Mikkel's friend Nedry.
The
Nedry,
High
speak.
Priest.
Nedry, tell him.
The right hand of the
Lord.
goddess.
Just like
Uh,
Nedry's just freaking out. He doesn't know what to do. He's just looking around.
He's just so excited, like, oh my god.
you start going off,
Literally.
and like the elf is like, I don't know if I would like this, and the Minotaur's like, no, put on robe, join us, spread good word, and like grabs like a stack of pamphlets from like from the tickled hyena man and hands them to this elf and he goes, go spread good word.
Christ.
and
I'm so
And he
scared.
he
Guys,
looks
you
at
fucking jerk.
Nedry and he gives you a wink.
Oh my
You got yourself a bodyguard.
Mikkel's so glad he found God.
Oh my god, that's so fucking
What is
scary.
Salona god of again?
Death, destruction, chaos.
And like he just rips off his shirt and he goes, yes! Like
He's super
screams to the sky.
Team rules.
And you have an acolyte of your church. All right, we're gonna go back to Filbert. Filbert, what do you do in year 2? Or if you want to skip a year, like and just say, oh, I do this, you can totally say that.
Let's see. I guess I just want like better like marksman training, stuff like that. Like I want to learn more about like my pistol and shit. How much ammo did I buy, by the way? I want to make sure.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't count arrows when I have like a character that used a bow and arrow, so I don't really care.
Oh, so I don't. have to
You know,
worry.
but I know the bullets are kind of strong, so
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
I'll say you're able to make 30. How's that sound?
Okay, so I have 33 now.
And yeah, you probably the lead designer. I'll call him Oswald. Oswald Kettlefist is his name, and he's this stout dwarf. He's balding, darker skin, and this huge beard. And he goes, "You will, do you know how to use that thing?"
I mean, I've gotten a lot of good hits on it with it in combat.
Good hits does not mean you can use it. Anybody can pull a trigger.
I guess you're
Eh,
kind of right. Thinks
he-
back to Danny in the.
Oh god.
He like takes like a plate that he has. You guys are like in the blacksmith area, and he tosses it up, and he goes, and he goes, shoot it, like real quick. And roll to hit.
Oh, my +5. Funny.
You hit it, and knock it out the air, but when he threw it up, it took you a little bit of time to kind of like find it and shoot it. He goes, not quick enough. I will teach you.
Don't you have fucking Deadeye?
I do, but I didn't use it.
This is how you're gonna get it. And
Well, I already have Deadeye.
So you're talking
How
about
do you
like
say-
You mean Violent Shot is the new one I have?
yeah, like this is how you're gonna get your new gunslinger stuff.
Yeah.
that would be a good
He
thing.
says, I will teach you if you would like to stay another year.
All right then. Teach me.
And you learn a lot more about the dwarven culture as you train with your weapon. And the culture of the dwarves, especially in the Craftsman Dominion, is a lot about not just learning how to build weapons, but how to respect them as well. They
treat weapons very similarly as someone would treat their child. It is all about the respect you show for a weapon as you build it and craft it and put your heart and soul into it, and how you make your weapon an extension of yourself.
So am I
And
learning cool stuff like how to disassemble my weapon and
yeah,
put it
yeah.
back
So
together?
like, Oswald uh wakes you up one day, and you see, like, he just wakes you up out of nowhere, and you see on the floor next to your bed your gun is pulled apart, and on the
Is
other
this
side
some
of the room
kind of joke?
he has a dagger in his hand, and he says, "Put it together, quick."
I want to roll for that.
Yeah, I was gonna make you.
Okay,
Don't,
good.
I got it, Gabe.
All right.
Roll an intelligence saving throw.
Uh, intelligence saving throw is +1. 17.
Uh, you jump out of bed, still kind of groggy. You put it together, and he throws his dagger at you. You put it together, find like a bullet on the floor, shoot it out the air. But as you shoot it out the air, the gun falls apart in your hand and burns your hand a little bit.
Ah, fuck.
And
Damn
and
it.
Oswald says, "Decent." It was. He goes. He goes. You know how to move your hand and make it to fist, right?
Yeah, like this.
He goes, yes. Building your weapon and using it should be as natural as that. You are not good enough, but we will teach
All
you.
right.
And you spend, and he teaches you through your lessons throughout the year. You're a soldier. You've used weapons before, but you get a new appreciation of them. You know,
Right.
dwarves are known for their craftsmanship, but really not too often their warrior skills, right? They're decent warriors, but mixing your martial prowess with the kind of respect and fluidity and kind of as, using a weapon as a part of your own body, you become a lot more dangerous with your gun. You know, there's like a day where Oswald throws 6 plates up in the air for you to take out, and you take out each one almost simultaneously. And he teaches it. You figure it out. You learn how to use your gun and learn how to do different tricks with your gun, and but you also learn to respect it and be able to pull it apart and put it back together, and how to like, it's more of just making it. It's craftsmanship. Before, you thought, I only want to learn how to make them, and that's what you spent that year doing. But then you learned how to craft bullets and actually put your heart and soul into them. You've learned that it's more than just a weapon. This is like, it is what keeps you from crossing the line from life into death.
Yeah.
uh, and that is what you learn. uh, any small things you want to do, because I do want to kind of speed this up a little bit.
Um, I think that's about everything that
Okay.
I needed for the Craftsman Dominion. So I'd like to return back to the island where Danny is.
Okay, cool. um I'll say that you will arrive back on the brother, the island known as the brother, in the beginning of year 3.
Okay.
um do you say anything to the Midnight Men in the Corvid Court before you leave? Like, just check in with them at all?
I wanna thank my dwarven master in his native tongue. I wanna, because I know
Okay.
Dwarvish.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say this is how you learn it.
Okay.
uh
And I say to the Midnight Men and Grey Garot that I'll keep a lookout for whatever they want me to, uh, stay focused on, and I'm gonna, keep my eye on Nedry, since he seems like a solid clue in this whole thing.
Uh, and I will say before you leave, um, the first bullet he tried to have you make, Oswald tried to have you make, you really messed up on, and it looked awful. And he kind of just swiped it off the desk and yelled at you, and you were pissed that day. And right before you leave, he pulls out this small chain with your first attempt of a bullet on it. And as he gives it to you, he goes, "This is to remember your time here. Goodbye, my friend."
Thank you, my friend.
And he shakes your hand. You've met Oswald before when you got your weapon originally, but it was just getting a weapon. It was just asking for something. And
Yeah.
he's become more than somebody you hired. He's become a teacher and a friend. And you sail back.
I'm coming home, boys.
Daniel, what are you doing besides probably training, obviously?
Yeah, I was about to say, I got my little music right here. Oh. You know me.
By the way, Gabe, I really like that. See, that was a really good idea.
Thank you.
I really liked that. Was fun.
Working out, getting strong. I am
I'm
constantly
making
training.
a lot of good decisions this time.
I'm also I'm bonding with Anne and the
Orthis?
baby.
Oh, okay, Anne and the baby.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty good, but my rage is still keeping me there. So I keep bonding with my my master so far, and I'm trying to get as strong as I can, and train as hard as I
What
can.
is the what is?
Oh, I
we're
should
gonna develop
say
your fighting
too.
style a little bit as you're kind of training. The first year of training is learn. For listeners at home, Daniel is going to become a blood hunter. So the first year of training is a lot of
That should be hand-to-hand combat, because I was about to say I feel like I should be now focusing to learn how to be proficient with a crossbow. Like,
it. I'm gonna get to it. It's hand-to-hand combat, but it's also getting you in shape. You know, it takes a long time to get in shape, but it's also Orthis in the previous year probably taught you, like he said, like it's more than just anger. You know, you've seen Colossal fight, and it's like he just got mad and ran into something, right?
yeah.
Orthis kind of teaches you how to take in a situation, and when you're hunting, he teaches you the anatomy of the different sentient humanoid races, like humans, dragonborn, elves, like halflings, kind of like their anatomy, and then that was last year. So you know like where to target and where to stab a humanoid person. And this year you're learning how, and last year you also get your hand-to-hand combat.
Oh,
This year you're upgrading to humanoid monsters. So monsters that are kind of in the shape of people, but are but have augmentations to them, like werewolves and vampires.
So,
as
you know
well
what?
as he teaches you how to use a crossbow.
I feel like even though I am growing closer with everyone, I'm still kind of apathetic on certain things, and with this
Okay.
training, it's kind of like also like spiritually cleanse. No, I don't want to say cleansing, but spiritually like aligning me too. So my anger's going slowly down. I'm still a little hot-headed, but because of that, I'm growing a little more apathetic too at the same time. While I'm trying to I guess keep thinking about Zen Chi.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to almost in a way mimic him, how kind of
Okay.
calm he was, and how he was just his movements were so perfect. Like how when he busted into the room, and how calm he was. I'm trying to almost learn how to be that way
Okay.
as I'm training. So I feel like I'm growing a little apathetic to certain things. I smile
Okay.
less.
I really like that. Orthis, your teacher, he notices this. I don't think you realize he's a vampire yet. I think you're gonna learn over the year as you're studying that he is a vampire, and that's why there's that big bubble over the island, basically so he can go out during the day and not face any disadvantages. So if anybody were to attack him on the island at any point in time, he can kick their ass. and
Excuse me.
he realizes that you're 11 now, so you're trying to learn how to be calm and learn how to be a lot like Zenshi, but you're also 11, so it's like how an 11-year-old tries to be Zen, but like you're starting to go through puberty. You can't. It's hard to control your emotions. So you would be like. Well, let's set a scene. Like the uh you're in the middle of the training grounds and you're learning how to use your crossbow. Roll to hit real quick.
That is crossbow is +5.
Yeah.
12.
Okay. 12. You try to be calm, and you're like trying to shoot your crossbow at Zenshi, and every single crossbow, not only are you like, it's not even like you're getting close, he just easily dodges these out of the way. Not Zenshi, Orthus. And it's a lot like last year, where even though he trained you in hand-to-hand combat, you couldn't get a hit on him. Not only was it because you're a child, he's just that good.
Fuck.
And
Fuck.
do you say that?
Yeah.
He
Fuck.
goes, language, son. He's tall. He kneels down to you. He goes, my island wasn't built in a day. You have to build the foundation first.
I give one of those like deep exhales coming from my nostrils, and I just kind of like, Like I
What's
don't.
bothering you, boy?
Nothing. Nothing's bothering me.
He looks at you and like grabs your chin, like softly, and looks you in the eye and goes, what's bothering you, boy? I won't ask again.
I'm frustrated. I'm trying hard. Just I don't know how I don't know how I'm feeling right now. Everything's happening to me at once right now. And I'm trying to remain calm, and I think about Zhang Shi, how calm and collected he was when he busted into that room. I want to be that way. But I want to be better than him. I want to know I'll be able to defeat him.
Did you expect to be able to defeat him within a year?
I guess not.
Listen to me. Zenshi would give me trouble. You need to understand that. I'm training you to be smart and to collect your emotions, but you're still young. We're not even close to finishing. You can do this.
I just pat his chest and I'm like, thank you. Thank you.
And he whistles, and a servant comes out. And you said you're using a crossbow and a sword, right? We talked about that before.
Yeah.
We recorded. He pulls out this wooden sword, but when you hold it, it feels just as heavy as normal one. He goes,
What is this?
you're going to have to learn how to fight in close combat too. And he grabs almost out of thin air, magically, a wooden sword of his own, and he goes, come on then.
All right.
Roll to hit real quick for me, just for shits and giggles.
Is that for the sword, right? So that's +3.
For the sword.
Boop. Swing at him. 9.
You swing at him. He's not. You guys don't even clash swords. He's just dodging out of the way, and he laughs.
I remember what he just said, so I just deep inhale, deep exhale, and I try to go for him again.
All right, roll with advantage this time.
Advantage. What would my advantage be? Just doing that again?
Do it twice and take the bigger number.
13.
And roll again.
He did.
Yeah, I got a 6
Okay.
and a 13. 13 is the biggest.
You don't hit him, but you're swinging, and he keeps dodging out of the way, chuckling, and you realize that he's trying to get a rise out of you, and you take a deep breath,
and your mind kind of goes blank, and you faint. You go to hit him in the pretend that you're swinging towards his chest, and then you go suddenly down to his leg, and he has to put his sword in the way and block you. And he smile. This is also probably the moment that you really realize he's a vampire, because he blocks your sword and he gets a really wide grin, and he goes, "Good, doing a good job.
What in
You're
the
making
hell?
improvements." And you guys train for the rest of the day and the year, and this is how you learn how to use your crossbow and longsword. Yay!
I
Uh,
hit the fucking like cheers and shit. Woo!
Is there anything you want to do else this year?
Getting fit, getting strong. You know what? I would like to just keep. I'm training. I am just in training.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Do you like Orthus probably has offered for you to stay at the castle instead of with Anne and Galen? Do you do that, or are you just
Yeah, you
kind
know
of-
what? Actually, yeah, I give Anne and Galen my love, but I know what I have to do in order to ensure their safety, to become strong and defeat Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. Sorry.
Zenshi?
Shang-Chi. I don't.
Zenshi.
I wrote it down specifically so I can say it, but it keeps coming out weird in my mouth. Sorry, I'm gonna keep
You're
doing
good.
that.
You're good.
I've been writing down names, guys. But yeah, I give them my love because I know I have to go live with them. And I'm also like kind of like in the back of my mind, I'm just like I want to know more about that power he has. That was kind of interesting.
She says goodbye. You're trying to do your edgy Batman stuff, and she goes, "Well, we are only a 20-minute walk away, so don't forget us, okay?" And
Mom.
and Galen, like, he's learning how to walk. He goes, "Bye, Bandy."
I grab him. I just walk up to him. I rest my hand on the top of his head. I kind of cuff his little baby hair and just like, I'll see you soon, and just fucking walk off in the sunset.
I like to think of him like he's Terrell.
And you just hear in the background, "Bandy's so calm." Before we go to Nedry, I gotta pee really bad.
You're
so-
fine. I'm gonna stop this. Should I pause this? Should I pause this or just keep as we're just shooting the shit?
What the?
The recording. Should I pause this or just keep it going so we can shoot the shit for a little bit?
I mean, I like it. I like to listen to it because sometimes we say some really funny shit, like, you know.
All right, that's fine. I'll keep it going.
Yeah, but like we could always edit it in the future. Like I said, once this whole thing is done, when we finish this campaign, that's when I'd like to like actually post on YouTube. But we just have to heavily edit it.
No, I feel you.
So, and like I know nothing about video editing, but it sounds like that you've done it before.
Yeah, just a little bit, baby. Just a little bit,
Yeah,
baby.
so like we can work on that together.
Muscularity. I mean, like Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star and Hero Forge.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, that was
Nedry,
a
is there
quick
anything you would like to
piss.
do in year 2? I realize this is gonna go a lot longer than I thought. We're probably after everybody's year 5 is probably where we're gonna end it for tonight.
There's a lot of detail
Alright.
here. I'm having trouble keeping up.
This,
No, you're good, man.
You don't have to worry about us. Just worry about yourself.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I don't know what the fuck to do.
As I start to cry and whimper.
If you just want to be like, I want to develop I just want to make you feel included and like let you kind of choose what Nedry wants to do with his life.
I have an idea.
Like, he
to
is
help.
he's the Pope now basically, but he's the Pope of like 15 people.
True.
So like,
I have an idea to help.
yeah.
G.
Okay.
Dane, if you could like take control of Chef Boyardee and give him suggestions.
I was thinking of that. Nedry, you're in bed one day, and you're reading like an old person in bed, but it's your own journal. And it's just all the awful things, like awful ways to die, and you're just memorizing them.
You're just laughing.
And the book says to you, Nedry, hello, answer me. That's right. Then like he goes, Talona has a plan for you. Nedry.
Jane, are you actually there? What the fuck happened?
Where's my microphone?
Oh.
Oh, were you responding this whole time? I thought you were doing a thing.
I thought you were doing a bit too.
Yeah, I thought he was doing a bit where he's just not gonna answer.
Is my fucking microphone not working? God damn
No,
it.
I thought like Nedry was starting to think he's like hot shit. And it's like,
Oh no. Leave me alone.
No,
I-
Talona has a plan for you. Shut up.
Oh no, a ghost.
She wants you to go around and go out and look for followers.
Yes.
She not pleased with the followers I have brought her?
There's like 20.
There's like he needs
It's a
more
religion of 20.
Oh, never mind.
Like,
cakes in his religion.
and the book goes, she wants you to go as soon as possible with some of your members of your church. Hello?
I think his mic's fucked up. Hang on, give
It's
him.
not fucked up. I'm holding down a button for it.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, you're on push to talk?
Yes, I don't want you guys hearing everything I'm doing. It's annoying.
You gonna do it?
I'll do it now. Now, immediately.
You find Swiftwind, who's basically just doing like trading spices and stuff, and he agrees to help you out. And you go around the world finding different, mostly homeless people. As you go on your adventure.
It's fucked up.
So we're gonna go back to Filbert. Filbert, at the beginning of the 3rd year, you arrive back in the Kingdom of the Pirates. What are you planning to do this year?
So first things first, I'd like to greet Anne and her newly born child.
Okay. Kid's about 2 now.
I want to congratulate her.
She goes. She had a long time to think about stuff. She goes, "Thanks, Filbert. I appreciate it." And roll your
My
deception
disguise?
check real quick. Yeah.
1 sec. Because now, okay, so that's +5 now.
That's fine.
23.
You looked super normal.
Finally, that's the first good roll for that.
If you rolled bad, I would have had like little Galen scream. He goes, "What's on your hip?
What's on my
What's that?
head?
So
Yeah,
my,
what's that?"
you and your.
A really elaborate disguise, kid. Don't
On your
worry.
hip. And what does the weapon
Oh.
mean?
Oh, my hip.
You have a weapon? You have a weapon?
No, listen.
Show me the weapon.
What is with this? This kid's like what, like 1.5 right now? Like, why is he
He's
so? Okay. Yeah. Listen, kid. This isn't a toy.
It looks like one.
Yeah, it's definitely not. Trust me.
Kill people with.
And he
this.
like turns
And-
to Anne. He goes,
And can I
"He
get
just
some
doesn't
help?
want me playing with his toys. He just likes to share."
And you understand that this is a weapon, right?
Yes, I understand.
Can you?
And
please-
she tries her best to explain to little Galen, but he's 2, so he's like, I don't know. Besides saying hi to Anne, what are you doing?
All right. So
I'm here for the boy.
after getting like that out of the way, just gauging how like she feels now after all this time has passed. I would like to go on and find Danny.
Danny is up in the keep, training with Orthus, or you know him as Stallion.
Just buff his
And
shit.
when you see him, he's different. He's a lot taller now. He's a little bit older than 12, going on 13, and even for a young kid, he's a lot taller, and he's very like toned now. He's been eating right and working out,
Getting
and
strong,
it's
you
been a
know.
while since you saw him.
You know what to do. I'm just getting strong. Just buff.
This isn't what I want for him.
You probably walked in at some point, as he's training with Orthus, and as they're kind of sword sparring, you watch it. You've seen how a smart warrior fights, and he has that look in his eyes, like he's constantly not just looking at Orthus's sword, but his movements as well. He's getting good.
Okay. So I guess I wanna greet Danny. Hey Danny, long time no see.
I'm kind of like, I'm like, hello, Filbert.
Listen, I understand that we started things off the completely wrong way,
Pretty big, completely wrong way.
and I deserve any and all hatred that comes from you.
Listen, just cut
I
to the
just wanna-
chase. What are you doing here? What do you want?
I just want to say that if you still want to hunt down the man that killed Colossal, I got your back, and I'd like to help you with your training.
I'm kind of like aghast by that, like, oh, but I'm also like, okay. I go to shake Filbert's hand. Filbert, you accept my handshake?
I do.
But before we let go, I kind of pull you in closer to whisper in your ear and just like, I'm just letting you know I'm not like my father. Everybody doesn't get one with me.
I'm not like
That's
that.
fun. That's actually probably a better philosophy to
And
go by.
I kind of push him off me a little bit, and I just go back to training. I kind of just ignore him being back in the room. I just have my little
Well,
piece.
Before you go, I'd like to impart some of the training that I have gone through in my time away, in hopes that may help you with your training.
I don't want anything you have right now, Filbert. I think we're done here. And I leave off to go back training.
Uh,
I leave
No,
I leave you by yourself, Philly D.
This is much angered him like his father.
Orthus, kind of looks at you like, give him some time. And, he continues his training. Do you do anything specific this year, or?
Well, I originally wanted to teach him like the like same principles that I learned, like the like respecting your weapon and shit like that. But
You can learn
want
this
that
trick, nigga.
yeah,
He doesn't want that shit.
yeah. So like
Get that shit out my face, nigga.
so what can I do?
You can always help out the Midnight Man.
Yeah,
The Midnight
how would
Society.
I go about that?
You'd probably send off a letter to Gray, and he would ask you to meet him back in the Craftsman Dominion to help him with his investigation.
I don't know if I want to stay too far away from Danny again. I kind of want to like try to patch.
Go! Go! I
Leave me
don't want you here! Leave me alone!
Get the fuck out of here.
I was there. Like, what the fuck is the point of me going back now? I just came back.
I love that, like, he leaves. Goodbye, my friend. And, like, this kid, he's like, I'm here to make amends, Danny. Danny's like, fuck off.
No, this is my
He gets
mission.
back on the boat and leaves.
This is my mission right now. I have to stay. I want to like make things right, with Danny.
So you just fuck around.
Go! Go!
Uh,
Leave me alone.
Yeah, I want to like talk with Orthus, and I want him to like be completely honest with Danny about like who he is, where he came from, and I want him to like tell both his and my story to Danny, or at least
Orthus,
what he knows of me.
you tell him this, and he goes, no offense, Filbert, but you don't have a right to tell me what I'm allowed to tell my student. I left that part of me behind. I'm not Stallion any longer. You should respect that.
But shouldn't you respect his right to, understand, where you come from, what you do?
I walk in the room. I'm like, what the hell is this? What's happening here?
Orthus probably just looks at you and goes, "Oh, I'll meet you to train. Go."
No, I'm not leaving. I don't know where he comes from, but whatever, his way of speech is pretty loud. What are you not telling me? I feel like I deserve to have the right to know. Because there's something off about this whole place. The whole giant dome thing. I really only see you at night sometimes.
Listen, Orthus, this kid has had a lot of traumatic experiences that I feel it is much harder for him to trust people that he does not know. And I think that the best thing for this child is to be as openly honest with him as possible. I think he deserves that.
Roll an insight check for me real quick.
Is that me or Gabe? Okay.
Okay. 21.
He is absolutely pissed at you. You can tell that he wanted to have this conversation with Danny in his own time and let Danny fully heal before he tells him more, and you just wanted to step in on that. And he's bonded a lot with Danny, and you've been, for some perspective, you've been gone for 2 years. Like, you left.
We have a pretty good relationship.
He told you he would take care of this, and all of a sudden you come back almost in the beginning of this 3rd year since Colossal's death, and now you want to tell him, like, how you want him to be raised.
It's like fucking Batman coming back to Dick and taking Damien. It's just like, thanks for raising my son now.
He's like, come on, and so, like, he just, like, Filbert, you see, like, a hand, like the black hand of his on the table, and he just grips it, because you're his friend, but he's also a vampire, and, like, he could kill you, and he's just like, and, like, there's cracks that begin in the table, and he's trying not to, like, do the vampire hiss at you. He points at Daniel, and he goes, "You stay here," and he looks at you, Filbert, he goes, "You get out."
Fair enough.
No! And, like, he just screams at you to leave.
I'm going.
And I'm actually gonna do this for when we get to you, Darian, because Filbert, I will explain, Gabe, I promise.
Okay.
As Filbert leaves, leaves the castle, he passes this church, and Nedry's out still right now, and the Tickle, the hyena man, goes, and, like, when he sees you pass the church, he goes, come in, please! You're the Harbinger.
Me.
No, not you, Nedry, you're not here. He's talking to Filbert.
Oh,
I don't know why I just love that.
I realized I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. The what?
Please look. And he opens the church doors, and you see in this creepy inside of the church there is a stained glass portrait window sort of thing of that same image that you saw a few years ago with the Midnight Men.
God damn it.
You're the Harbinger.
No, I'm not.
And he, like, starts giggling. He's like, "You're the Harbinger."
No. Listen, I think you have me confused for...
When the Hierophant returns, I must tell him. I found the Harbinger.
Who's the
You will bring
Hierophant?
change. You will kill the gods, and only Salona will remain. Oh, praise be to her.
Listen, buddy. What's your name?
Tickle. And he, like, tickles you a little bit. Tickle, 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 tickle.
Alright, yeah, that's when I pull my gun out and, like, hey, knock that shit off.
he like licks the like the end of the gun.
I
The
shoot
barrel.
it. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot it in the air.
Oh, sound! Oh, he brings the sound of the harbinger.
Fuck me.
Like I imagine like you kind of step back as you, like the where your foot just was. He licks the ground where it was. You will kill her.
Kill who?
The matron of ravens, you will kill her. You will pluck her wings from her and take them yourself. I must tell the Hierophant.
Alright, I think I want to punch this guy in the face.
Yeah.
He's way too intense for me, and I don't like him.
Roll to hit.
Okay, so +4.
You hit. You just, and he doesn't have any much hit points. You just lay him out on the steps of the church.
I'm like, listen here.
He's
I
out.
don't
He's
know-
knocked out.
Oh shit. Fuck. So it's outside the church or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna hide his body. I didn't mean to knock him out.
I mean, it is a pirate town. You won't get in trouble. Nobody really like the church is here, and people tolerate these guys because of the Pirate King's rule of letting them build a church here. So like nobody's gonna report you.
All right. Then I at least poke my head into the church and say, "Hey, listen, one of your guys out here is fucking out cold. I think he's drank himself into a into a little coma."
You realize nobody else is in the church. Like
Oh.
naturally only left this guy.
Oh, jeez.
You look down and like there's blood. Like he's got. I'm letting you know right now he's alive. There's blood pooling from his head from when he hit the ground.
All right. Well, then I at least want to search him.
You find poop in his pocket.
What
Jesus
the fuck?
Christ.
What
Like
the
he's
fuck?
he's a crazy homeless person. Like he doesn't have any items on him.
Gene, what kind of church are you running?
Just find
Alright,
like a.
Oh
Stick
my
a poop in his pocket.
God.
All right. Yeah.
Wait,
I'm
what?
just
That's not
I'm
mine.
just fucking leaving. I'm out of here.
Are you leaving the church or the island?
I'm leaving the island. Oh no, not the island. The church. I'm sorry. No, I'm gonna stay on the island. Stop trying to.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Damn. Do you do anything else this year
No, I think I've done
besides
enough.
keep an eye on Danny?
I'm trying. I want to try my best to like work on my relationship with Danny, but you know, whatever success I can get, I'll get it, and like that's it.
There's probably some like. Sometimes there in the neighboring islands there's raiders and stuff, so that's kind of how you keep fit and busy. Unless you stay at her home, you take Danny's room. But it's a few months before Orthus even lets you back up into the castle.
Right. I understand.
And you just keep an eye on Danny and just get bounties and do your bounty hunter thing on the open seas for a while. Swiftwind needs help anyway, so
I guess you can call him Bounty Hunter P.
I hate you.
I didn't get that.
Oh, it's a show called, well, it's a book series from Japan that turned into 2 anime movies. Bounty Hunter D. It's pretty cool. You would
Oh,
like
wow.
it, Gabe. You would
What a
like
fucking
it.
weeb.
You would like it. It's cool. I want to read the books because there's no manga. It was adapted from novels.
Is it Bounty Hunter D or Vampire Hunter D?
Why did I say Bounty Hunter D? Vampire Hunter D. Sorry, that was my fault.
We're actually gonna cut to you real quick, Colossal, before we get to what you want to do.
Alright, shit.
Not Colossal, Jesus,
Danny.
Technically colossal.
Technically,
Oh, am I talking to Arthritis over here?
we're gonna get Orthus. Yeah, I hate you. We're continuing that conversation, and he tells you, that music was actually pretty appropriate because he says,
go ahead. I was gonna play something
he
too.
says, I used to serve in the Protectorate Army for a long time.
Okay.
And the thrill of battle is what kept me going. and I ended up losing an eye and an arm.
This friend.
And a friend.
Huh? What?
And a friend. He said.
Wait,
And
do you remember that detail? Because I don't think you.
I have the document open.
Oh, yeah.
Gabe, I got it. I'm gonna get to it.
Dane, I know you're gonna do a full story thing, but once you get to me, I have a cover of a song I'm gonna play while I do my little speech.
Okay, no, yeah. It's gonna be short. And he goes, and I lost a friend. And it broke me to the point where I wanted to die hunting something. And that's how I ended up like this.
I'm kind of disturbed a little bit. Like, I'm just, oh. Then, what are you then? What really are you?
You've done your studies, boy. You know what I am.
I'd rather
You
just
know-
hear it from the horse's mouth itself.
I'm a vampire, boy. I was turned into one on one of my
Menacing.
hunts after my injuries and my loss. This is what you can become if you let the hunt consume you. One of these days it has to end. I hope you understand that.
I stopped. I don't know how to take it in. Just give me 1 second to take it in. I'm looking back and forth at him. And Galen Jr. come across my head for a second. I also think about Colossal for 1 second. And back to Orthus. I walk up to him. I was prepared. I knew this journey wouldn't be easy. And not just the training, not the traveling, but you gave me the strength to fight, to protect someone. It goes far beyond a personal war for me. It's not just about killing the man who took my father from me, but it's also to make sure Anne and my brother Galen will never see this kind of death come their way ever again. You and Filbert may think you're protecting me, but I knew what was coming. I may not be ready now to take on the world, but if you allow me to share that strength you have, it will at least help me. Help me in my journey to become a better man. My father said he was a bad man who did bad things, but no. The greatest thing he ever done was coming into my life. Now, you may think you don't want to do this. You may think I'm green, I'm not ready. But you know what? I will train every day until my fingers bleed. I will train every day until my body will give out. But I'm not going to stop. Because I know what I must do. Now I ask you, will you lend me your strength and show me the true way of the warrior? I stick my hand out like from fucking Predator when he's like...
Yeah, like the Predator handshake.
Exactly. Done.
He looks at you, and only one of his eyes, his messed up eye tears up, but it's like a tear of blood. And he grabs your arm and pulls you in for a hug. And he just whispers in your ear,
No, bro.
"You're in for a rough journey, boy. But I'll help you get down your path."
I'm used to fighting to survive. But what grows worse inside me daily is the pressure not to die.
I also have a question. Have you told anyone about Motley since that night?
Oh! Ooh! Thank you, that slipped my
That's
mind.
a good question.
I was about to say, now I can just bring that up and just like... There's one more thing.
and then you tell him about Motley.
A woman came into my room. She tormented me. I'm not sure it's her, but she left the name Motley on my wall.
Roll an insight check for me.
What is insight for me again? +1. Bam. 13.
You don't know exactly what causes him some shock, but he has a look of shock on his face, and he stands and he goes, "To your studies, boy. I'll meet you later. Go."
All right. I rush off to go to my studies. I'm just kind of concerned.
Do not bother me for the rest of the day.
Okay, master.
And he rushes out of the room. What do you do for the rest of the year? Anything specific that you would like to do?
I guess since I'm a blood hunter, I use a little bit of arcana magic, right?
You can.
So-
You're learning. I would say this is the year where he's starting to teach you a little bit, but blood hunting, it takes your actual blood and some of your life force, so he suggests to you to be careful with it. You know, you're never gonna be a wizard. It's more of a lot more physical magic.
Okay,
know.
great. Yeah, I wanna study up a little more and just kind of learn more about my limitations.
You learn that, like, basically, putting your blood onto your weapons is how it enchants them with some sort of magical energy. And you've tried to do it before, and every time what part of your body do you kind of like cut at to ignite the power?
I want to do like the inside of my hand because you remember the little I was looking at Vampire Hunter D and I was just like that'd be a cool thing for me, you know, the little talking
Yeah.
mouth thing. So I kind of cut in the side of my hand.
You do that. You tried it before, and you've had a healer there to basically fix it over multiple times, and it never really worked. And you realize that it probably has to deal with your kind of training your body and your mind to focus on that arcane part of your heart. And as you're thinking about Motley and then Zenshi, you pull the knife. You pull a small knife that you have across your hand, and it ignites with flame.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
that night, as you're sleeping, Orthus knocks on your door and brings you to a small chamber at the bottom of the castle in
Oh,
this
God.
basement.
Oh god, hang on. I got the perfect thing. Whoop, let me stop.
Darren, did
that.
you see what I posted in Discord?
No, Dungeons and Dragon or memes.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dude. Oh hell yeah, I love that. that's what I see on the day of the funeral. Yes.
In this room are a few individuals with sort of armor and kind of trinkets and potions on their armor, and they all have these bright eyes in the middle of the dark, and magically Orthus lights the flame and says, "Daniel, this is the order that found me before my transformation.
Oh. Yeah.
To become one of us, you have to go through a physical metamorphosis." And he kneels at you and he goes, "This will be one of the most painful experiences of your life. I'm giving you an out now. Because once you say yes, there is no turning back."
There's no stopping me. Let's do this.
He's
Are you
been-
sure?
I look him in the eye. I don't say anything, but I just nod.
Okay.
He says, "All right." And you finally taken the layout of this room. It's this small kind of like stony basement, and there's this stone slab in the middle of the room, and at 5 different corners of this room is one of the blood hunters, and he says, "Daniel, take off your shirt and lay upon the table."
I take off my shirt. This is a little sus, bro. Then I. sorry.
You feel the cold stone on your back, and Orthus asks you one last time, "Are you sure, Daniel?"
There's no turning back.
You see tears well in his eyes as he looks at the 5 of them and says, "Begin." And they each cut a part of their hand, very similar to how you have,
Oh.
and they drip it on the floor in front of them, and the blood magically makes its way onto the bench under you, and you feel a searing physical pain, and all you can imagine in your mind is Colossal. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Constitution. That's +3 for me. Ah, that's 9.
Okay. Daniel, you've felt the similar sensation before. You feel this pain and you scream with all of the air in your lungs. And you see something similar to something that you saw a few years ago. And it's this mask. It's the mask of death.
Oh shit.
And it gets in your face and disappears, and you see Colossal in front of you, and he looks at you in your eyes and he goes, "My boy, what have they done to you?" And then you're alive.
Baptism by blood.
And you hear Orthus say, "Daniel Colossal, welcome to the Ghost Slayers." Nedry, what are you doing this year, buddy? How's Nedry's big summer vacation?
God,
I don't know why just Nedry's day out.
Nedry's day out.
Are they collecting more poop to put in Tickle's pocket?
at this point, he has a religious army.
He's forming a religious army?
Don't even fucking need these guys anymore.
Ah, I love it. He just fucks off.
Oh my
He doesn't come back.
god.
He leaves Tickle by himself. Just fucks
No.
off.
No, he's coming back because I still want to use him, but I don't know what he's gonna do with these guys for a while.
He could just build the church, honestly. He could just keep building it.
Yeah, to spread the good word across the like the nation or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nedry, we'll play this out a little bit. Nedry, when you first got dropped off, you had 19 other people to go with you, and you got dropped off by Captain Swiftwind near the Stoutlands where the hobbits, excuse me, I don't want to get sued, halflings are, and
Wait, can you really get sued for hobbits? I feel like
I'm pretty
you can't.
sure that's
Yeah.
why they're called halflings. The Tolkien family's kind of dickish.
Well, now we're definitely getting sued
you-
for that one.
Yeah, I'm getting sued for that one. You await Captain Swiftwind basically told you he'd pick you up again on his way back around, and you travel the world with your with your followers, and you realize that that the homeless community is really connected. So when Swiftwind comes back around near the end of the year, you have 200 other followers of Talona with you, and they're all as crazy or crazier than you.
Oh god. What the fuck? That's horrifying.
And all they say all the time as they chant Hierophant Exodus, Hierophant Exodus, as like the ship is approaching, and Swiftwind just looks at you and just is like, what the fuck? And that is your year. You have 200 followers and you're coming back home.
Fuck all of you.
Fuck you, I'm not coming home.
He just, this island is my island now. This land is your land. Filbert, what are you doing for year 4, buddy?
Is there any way for me to contact Gregor without going to?
Yeah, you could send a letter to him.
Okay. So I want to tell him. Am I aware of like the other churches popping up? Like I know about the one that's on the current island that I'm on, but do I know anything about like?
Yeah,
this
right? Wouldn't he?
strange religion that's popping up?
He'd probably know about it already. You guys would probably be in contact about that.
Yeah. Okay. So. I guess I could tell him that I think that my previous traveling companion might possibly be heavily involved.
Okay.
That's...
Do you say anything else specifically?
I guess I want to ask if like there's been any leads onto like undoing my curse, and any news from like say Scalonia.
Haha, these
if
nuts,
possible.
nigga.
Edda and Laverne got married,
Oh geez.
and they're running the country well. There's a lot more equality now. And
I
as
looked
to
from
your
heaven
curse,
pissed off.
as to your curse, there's not a lot to from their end. The Midnight Men are working on it, but they don't know for sure.
Okay.
But as you are sitting there writing this letter, you hear from the corner of your room, "Hey, you sure you want to send that?"
Who is it?
You turn around, and in the corner of your room is this woman in a jester's outfit.
I don't know why I was about to say, Dane, if he fucks Anne, I'm never forgiving.
No,
I'm never forgiving you.
he can try.
Wait, me?
Yeah, he can try.
Fucking.
No,
Filbert's
'cause-
respectful.
I'm about to
It's not gonna
say,
do that.
like, you're moving, like, Anne's getting closer to you and shit like that. And
No.
I'm
No,
more like helpful uncle. Or
I'm not
whatever.
good at women voices, so
come back as a ghost.
And I'm
and
not-
just
I'm
like,
not
a
gonna
lot of my
"You
women sound the
dickhead,
same.
Yeah.
you
Okay.
dickhead,
But
wow."
you see this pale-haired, half-elven woman in a jester's outfit with the same, with those paintings from like same description as earlier. You recognize the paintings. The images on her robe.
Kill Jester.
And who might you be?
I'm Motley. We haven't been properly introduced. You've met my associate a few years ago.
And your associate is.
Oh, he kicked your ass. Is that a good description?
Ah.
And she like points at her teeth. It points to the one that you're missing. She goes, "Yeah, I think he did that."
All right.
You bitch.
That's 2 bullets.
You're gonna shoot at her?
I'm gonna shoot at her twice.
You actually,
Isn't that
No, you're
risky
not.
as shit? Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that risky as shit?
no, you're not, because how many hit points do you have?
I have 46.
You drop to the ground.
Damn.
Like no rolling anything. You just drop to the ground. You go. You know what? Roll initiative for me. Roll initiative, because this might be a little bit unfair. Roll initiative for me.
All right, plus 5. 14.
Okay. I'll be honest. We'll do this. Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh, okay. I can attack twice, so
Yep.
I'm gonna do. That's 1,
Nickelodeon.
and that's 2.
Okay.
That's
Roll
right.
damage for both.
My damage for both. That would be 1d10 plus 2.
So you like reach for the gun on the desk, and before she can like be a smartass and go you bang bang right, you shoot her in both shoulders, right, and she uh let me do the let me count the damage for this because this is uh yeah, so she screams and goes, "You bastard!" and runs up to you, grabs you by your face, and does
Oh gee.
she does 80 damage to you.
Damn, bro. Fuck.
Fuck.
You die. Uh, she does 80 damage to you, and then she stabs you twice with a knife.
Filbert, no!
So you're dead. And then, and you die, right? And you find yourself in your human form at this dinner table across from this beautiful woman in a gold dress with black hair,
Damn it.
right?
I'm just across that table. Hey, Filbert.
And she goes, and this woman across goes, "Oh, hi, sweetheart." And she does like the toodaloo finger. She goes, "Bye bye now." And your spirit zooms up to the top of the roof, and you're back in your body. And you go like that, and you're human again. Right?
No fucking way.
And
What?
Did she knock
you're-
him human?
no, here's the thing. So you died, and this woman and the jester woman, Motley, standing over you with the knife, right? You were resurrected to your normal form, and then she says, fuck you. Snaps. Right?
Damn.
I'm dead again.
And no. Not only do you
I'm
see
back to normal. Or,
not
like,
only do you
normal.
see yourself return back to your skeletal form, you feel as if your skin has gone away. And your muscles.
Damn.
You're an actual walking skeleton now.
You're a fucking Ghost Rider right now, dude.
What?
She says,
Actual
Fuck.
fuck.
she goes, "That'll teach you to shoot first before asking questions, you motherfucker."
Well, maybe you shouldn't have insulted me. And brought
She
up
kills you
bad-
again.
Crazy.
In the middle of that sentence,
Filbert,
and resurrects you,
Ah, fuck.
son of a bitch.
and does the same thing again. She's running out of spell slots. She's just wasting spell slots as she does that. She's like, "Fuck you, shut up." She goes, "Where's the hill?"
What kind of hell is that? Oh my god.
I don't fucking know.
"Where is it?"
Gone like 2 years. I've only been here for like an extra year.
"You will stop your correspondence. Or you can keep it up and work with us. I'll give you some time to figure it out, but remember what the fuck happened here.
I don't
Do you
know.
understand me?"
Oh, that's so goddamn funny.
I understand.
"I hope you do. Because your life is in my hands. I'm not Zenshi." And she disappears.
What a
How's Filbert
bitch.
feeling?
What a bitch.
Well, he's pissed that he's now an actual skeleton. But he's also
Yeah,
trying-
like,
But in his mind, in the back of his mind, he's celebrating. Oh my god, I just pissed her off. I made her lose her composure. Fuck her.
I was so excited to do like the cutesy like gesture thing again, and you're just bang bang.
I don't think
Not
Filbert
giving
would have
a
been. In all honesty, I don't think Filbert. You've seen how Filbert acted with with Tickles.
Fair enough.
I know.
fair
I
enough.
love that you just like, bow bow, like, bang bang, motherfucker, and like she just. But I'll let you know, like she's a higher level character than Zenshi.
I had a pretty good idea.
Like she's stronger and she's also like a magic user, so I was just like, no. I'm
I
like,
was
she
going-
would kill you.
I was going for like some cool like story conflict shit since like there hasn't been any action.
God damn it.
I honestly like that because I was gonna do but I'm like, you know what? Let me be fair. Let me roll initiative.
Do we all
And-
just rush to the room? Because I'm like, we just heard gunfire.
No, you did not. Because
Just like that-
Filbert, as you're gaining your bearings, you see the sigils disappear from the outside of your door.
Is this like that same spell that like Lilith used when
Yes.
yeah. I remember that. That was a long time ago.
Yes. Yeah, Phil. Roll a history check for me.
History. Was
Yeah.
was not Filbert's best subject. +1.
Oh my god.
9.
Let him have that one.
Roll with advantage because this was part of your investigation. I really want to give this to you.
Should I roll history or investigation?
History, same thing.
Okay. Oh.
You think that there might be, I can't tell you for sure, but you think that there might be a connection between Lilith and this woman.
God damn.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, here's the thing. That like obviously like when Lilith used that, that was on the chef.
Yes. Yes,
I was
yes,
just
yes.
saying that out of character.
How does Phil, like, hold on, my dad just called me. I'll be right back.
Dang! Fuck! Shut the
Damn.
fuck up!
But hey, now I can tell.
That was the
Danny-
funniest shit in the world. Dude. I thought literally your
heart
character.
My heart sank for a second.
After you were like, yo, I do not want to make fucking
When
new
you said
characters.
80 damage, I was like,
Yeah, you're fucking kidding me.
oh,
Oh my god, that was hilarious. Holy shit.
oh. But on the bright side, though, I pissed her off, and yeah.
Mr. Brightside.
Now I can tell Danny about that.
You're not stopping Danny. Now he's like, alright, this bitch
Well,
fucked
I don't
with
mean to
too many
stop Danny.
people.
I mean like, oh hey, by the way, this person that you've been talking about, that like you said is like dangerous or whatever. Yeah, she's fucking dangerous. But I made her lose her composure and I pissed her off. It was really funny.
And I'm just like, nice.
By the way, I'm a skeleton now.
I'm back.
I'm a
So how's
skeleton
Silver
now.
feeling?
Like I said, he's feeling shitty that he is no longer a human being, basically. But he's also like, well, I'm basically dead. So fuck her.
Roll an Arcana check for me real quick.
Okay, Arcana was +1. Oh wait, no, I was rolling d10s this whole time. I made a mistake.
Okay, roll the same history check. Roll an actual,
With advantage.
with advantage. Yeah, same thing.
Okay. It's a
To
good thing I
your
realized that
knowledge.
we were rolling wrong.
To your knowledge, this put together that this was probably Lilith.
Oh,
Oh no.
are you telling me that Lilith was a bad guy?
Whoopsie poopsie.
Not originally.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oh,
So the
fuck.
chef strikes again.
Oh fuck.
And roll a roll that Arcana check for me, buddy.
10.
I just love that coming out of nowhere. It's just like, oh yeah, she's a bad guy. Like, wait a minute. Did she fucking
Phil,
know?
you realize that before you were a human, so if you died, if somebody got you to a person who uses magic, they might be able to resurrect you. You realize somebody kills you in this form,
You're dead.
you're dead. No resurrections.
Oh.
This time, you die, you die.
Yeah, so I'm gonna really need to get that cure Great Garot.
And as you go to like you're like, oh my god, like trembling, writing your letter. You realize it's
My
so
dick
different
is
now.
gone.
Well, it's gone, but also you don't feel anything when you hold things.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
You have no nerves.
Oh.
I'm Mr. Bones.
So you have to spend this is it's not a punishment, but like this is you part of your year. I'm gonna say is you basically relearning what you did before, but now like figuring out like basically using timing with your gun instead of feeling,
Yeah.
because you don't feel anything.
Oh boy.
Have fun with that, hell, buddy.
I love that Gabe has such a hair trigger now.
I'm gonna go and report to like Danny and them and tell them that I'm in a worse place than I was before.
Oh, fuck.
Can we play that out?
Oh,
Yeah, we can.
shit.
Orthus and Danny are training. When you next time you see Danny, this is the beginning of the 4th year. Danny is
Strong.
like basically this is right.
Get
This is the
strong.
moment
Fit.
Orthus lifts the band. Danny is way bigger. Like, way bigger.
Get strong.
And he
You know
has
what I
this
mean.
magical glow. What color do you want your eyes to glow? Danny?
Oh, I like the blue. I like the blue look. I'm not gonna lie.
I can
Okay,
change that
it's
back
this. It's a blue glow to his eyes.
Oh, that was a stupid song. Sorry, I was looking for a
you're
perfect song
good.
to bring into this. Like,
And you rush in the rain,
now.
but like
Whoa,
it doesn't really bother you that much because you don't feel nothing, and you're like, Orthus, help!
No, so here's how I do it.
Okay.
So I poke my head through the door and I say, hey guys, so you know how I used to have invisible skin and organs?
yeah. Go,
I
what?
don't got those no more.
All right, I'm not in the
Orthus
mood for these games. What are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah, Orthus goes, yeah, explain.
So do you know? Has Danny been talking about Motley?
Yeah, I
We
just
did
brought it up once.
Last year, Danny told Orthus
Just-
about Motley.
Just Orthus?
Yes,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, just
Right?
Orthus. I haven't talked to anyone but him.
So there was this woman in a jester's outfit. Her name was Motley.
Yep.
Orthus looks at you, Daniel, and is like gives you that like, oh shit. Look.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no.
So she was talking shit to me,
Uh-huh.
and my temper got the better of me.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
I shot her twice. I hit her in both
Orthus
shoulders.
goes, you what?
Yeah, well listen, she was
What?
some random stranger in my room. I was defending myself.
And you shoot her?
I mean, what else am I
What if it
supposed
was a telegram?
well, she was insulting me at first, so I figured she's probably an enemy.
She's in her jester's outfit. That's what they do.
Listen,
Listen, she was talking about Zenshi, so I figured, oh, this person's associated with Zenshi.
my bad. My bad. This was
Oh,
totally
so-
my B, guys. My bad.
Might be on this one.
Listen,
You shot her on my island.
listen. Mistakes were made. I am a skeleton man now. Like for real.
He walks up
What?
to you and backhands you. He goes, "Did you feel that? You didn't."
Not at all.
And he hits you again. How about that one?
Nope.
I just run up
Well, I
and
wish you
rip his fucking shirt open and it's
wish
just a
I did
skeleton.
too.
Just a skeleton chest.
Like it's just rattling. Like.
What the hell is holding my joints together?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Hey, Danny.
I'm so just caught off guard. I'm just like, what? What is this?
This actually goes into what I want to do with you for the year. Orthus looks at you, Daniel, and says, "Pack your bags
Whoa, what do you mean
And he
pack my
point-
bags?
now."
I just run and rush out the room.
I feel
And he
like I
points
was...
at you, Filbert, and he goes, "When I get back, you need to get your shit together."
Listen, I feel
I'm
like I
writing
was
this.
not told valuable information. This is why I was like, hey, maybe you should, talk to Danny.
I did.
Yeah.
Look at me. By the end of next year, I will have them on my island. Get your shit together. And he like just stalks off.
This is really like fucking suspenseful right now. This is like, oh shit, we gotta move! We gotta move! Fuck!
Yeah, I'm gonna say as Neji's like bringing his boat full of like crazy people back, you
I'm just bursting in rooms.
Nedry's-
Get the
as
baby!
Nedry's
Get the
ship
baby!
passes as Orthus's ship leaves. And like Orthus and Danny, they see like these crazy people basically having like this death orgy on the boat while Captain Swiftwind is like looking really awkward as he's like piloting the
Like,
ship.
what in the fuck is happening? What in the hell is
and, like-
happening?
Like you see like all these like crazy old homeless people like jerking off and screaming Talona on the boat.
Oh god.
And you guys are like,
Just get on the boat. Just get on the boat.
Daniel, you see this. This is still the beginning of year 4.
Oh god.
You see this amulet on around Orthus's neck. He goes, "I was going to wait till you were older, but we have problems coming."
Oh yeah, from the sound of it, big problems. Just. All right, before we go, what does this do? What is this amulet?
It protects me from the sun. I need you. We're done teaching. Now it's time to put what you've learned so far into practice.
Am I going with him?
No, he left you on the island. He told you to fuck off. He's mad at you.
Fuck me. Well, he doesn't tell us anything. He's
He
just like,
didn't
"Oh,
think that they would come.
Well, maybe Danny shouldn't have withheld that information.
Wait, me? What the hell? I told my trainer what was up, not douchebag who almost made me kill him as a fucking child.
He says, long story short, the man who hired Zenshi tried, to attack me before I met him, before this whole thing happened. I thought he was just a madman, and he told me that he had friends. He tried to hire me for some job, and I told him to leave me. I always was ready for this attack, but when Zenshi attacked, I assumed that there would be some sort of peace between us, that I wouldn't retaliate and they wouldn't attack us back, and that's how that worked until Filbert shot this woman.
Oh shit, Filbert is going to be.
I'm just gonna say, I really wish that this guy who claimed to be my friend didn't leave me in the fucking dark.
I mean, you
You're
pissed him off a
yeah,
year
I'm saying
before,
you're a
so-
dickhead. You're being a dickhead, man. That doesn't count.
Whatever.
Your actions have consequences, Gabe.
I'm trying my hardest to do right by Danny, making sure that he knows like the truth about everything, so he's like careful and shit. I'm trying to look out for him, but it keeps backfiring.
We have to prepare. Are you ready?
Where's Filbert?
He's on the island. You guys are on the boat leaving.
Oh hell yeah. You know what? Let's do this. And I just fucking do it. And then we get ready to go.
It is time to hunt. And you guys spend the year, hunting monsters. Also, on the boat, he crafted for you a crossbow.
Nice.
So you can add a hand crossbow to your equipment and a longsword +1 to your equipment. And he basically tells you every sword has a name, so you have to name yours.
I'm thinking since, man,
You may want to be careful.
just get real
Like-
racist. Be real
No, because,
racist.
like, I don't. This, I assume that Orthus told Danny that I spread the rumor that the Colossal Eagle didn't die and that he's out there, right? And he should probably keep his Colossal Eagle status secret.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to.
I think that was already pretty much common knowledge.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of something fearsome.
We can come up with the name later if you want to just keep
Yeah, thank you.
ball rolling. And you guys spend a year. I don't want to get into combat with just you and have it be long. So I would like you to roll a d20 for me to see how scarred and fucked up you get from hunting monsters. Because Orthus is going to help you, but he's like, he wants you to be able to like protect yourself on your own because of what's gonna go down.
I want to name my sword
This
the Black
wasn't
Star,
what
by the
was
way.
gonna happen, but now that there's probably going to be something to go down soon, he wants you to be able to protect yourself in case he's not there.
Hang on, I want to name my sword the Black Star because I imagine it has a black blade, like it's made out of like
Yeah.
a obsidian or some shit. All right, the Black
That's
Star.
tight.
Then I gotta
The
roll
Black Star.
just a d20.
Just a d20.
5.
Okay.
Oh, you're fucked.
What do we do? We do.
I'm gonna let you kind of describe your scars and what you, the first scar you get is from a dragon hatchling that was terrorizing a town.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I got the John Marston kind of 3 claws against my cheek.
Okay. Like over your eye or across your cheek?
Ooh, can I still see it out of my eye if I do over the eye, or I'm gonna be blind in one eye?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, over my eye then.
You managed to kill it, but like Orthus had to pull you out. Like you jumped in for the kill, and if Orthus didn't grab you, the kind of death rattle would have killed you.
Jesus.
Your second scar, or bodily injury, is going to come from something, from a vampire lord. What do you want it to be?
Like a back kind of slash. Like we were fighting, then like slash in the back. Like
Set the scene. It's like night. You could only attack him at night. You're fighting you and Orthus are fighting this vampire in his castle. He's been drinking people, and he has all of these. You know those suits of armor that are used for decoration
yeah.
with the weapons in them. There's a giant halberd, and when he knocked Orthus to the side and knocked the wind out of him, he grabbed you and dragged you across all of these suits of armor, and you have it created this giant diagonal slash. And as you're getting older, the mutations from your magical ritual start to make you bigger and bigger.
Ooh.
Like you're about like 6'2" now.
Hell yeah.
At 14, like you're like the anime meme where I'm 14 and I'm
Hello.
Your third scar will come from
Hello, Filbert.
this giant poisonous toad that was destroying the ecosystem in Vivala, the Elflands.
Poisonous.
It like shoots acid and stuff.
Yeah, I probably have like a shoulder wound.
Normally your scales are very smooth. On your left shoulder, it's just a giant. It looks like it's constantly bubbling.
Oof.
You got this because you could have killed it easier, but you got too greedy when you plunged the sword all the way down into its mouth, and when you pulled it out, it threw up and got on your shoulder. And every time, and you can imagine that every time this happens, Orthus heals you and tries to teach you to control yourself and control your anger. But every time you fight, and every time you're about to slay a monster, you think of Colossal and his death. And every time you plunge your sword into something, you can't shake the image of you cutting Colossal's throat. And the final monster is a giant bird that you fought in the sky during a lightning storm.
I want to kick-ass lightning scar. Probably going up my left arm or some shit. My right
Okay.
arm. My right arm.
You're right. Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
a righty,
Left.
so yeah, the sword would conduct it. So yeah, like my right arm.
And I think I said your left shoulder gets
Yep.
the acid scar. So, Orthus, there were 2 of them, and so Orthus was going to entrust you to take out the mate, and you are stabbing this giant bird. You're on the back of it, and you can't get control of it, and lightning hits you both and hits the sword as you plunge it in, and you fall and fall and fall, and you hit the side of a mountain, and before you plunge to your death, Orthus grabs you. And after this, he thinks that you're ready, and you get on the boat to return home.
Oh,
Man,
that
Danny's
shit
come a
hurt.
long way.
That shit hurt. Oh, cracks back and shoulders and arms. It's like woo.
Remember when
Let's
Danny was
return
that really
home.
cute kid that was offering Veritas some popcorn in
That's
the
just
arena?
murderous rage.
Pain is the best teacher, boy.
Flex with me, my son.
Nedry, year 4, do you have anything?
Not really.
The orgy boat.
Yeah, I was about to say he's just continuing his orgies, just fucking
Yeah,
having
like it's
fun.
just like the orgy death cult, just like they show up, and everybody is super uncomfortable, but nobody wants to say anything, especially now that Orthus isn't there for the year. So like everybody's just like, okay.
Actually, I was gonna say time out. I just thought of something good, Gene. I was like, you know what? You could actually had like, since we're kind of gone on our adventures, you could have took over like half of the island. You could have took over half the island with just like fucking devout followers and shit. Now it's just like when we return, there's like one massive beach orgy happening.
Filbert's gonna be terrified.
Exactly. Filbert's just surviving there. He's just kind of going along with everything while you're just like
It's like-
controlling everyone.
You know how like in zombie apocalypse movies, there's that one lone survivor.
Yeah, exactly. Filbert's the lone survivor. Oh, Gene, you don't have to do that, but that would have been good. That would have been good if you took
Like-
over the island.
all the guards and all these pirates are like, we could kill them, but they're old, homeless, crazy people, so we'd feel bad.
Yeah.
So we just let them do whatever they want on the beach.
Yeah, we just stay over here. We just let them have their little fun.
Like, as long as they don't do it in the town, we were like, whatever, we don't touch it.
Can you feel a brand new day?
Filbert, last year. In the year previous, do you inform Gray and the Midnight Men what's going on?
Absolutely. I tell Gray that I'm in a worse position than I was before.
At the end of the year, you get a letter from Gray saying someone will be there for you. And,
Oh, thank God. Can I please get some help of any kind? Hell, I'll take like someone giving me like therapy sessions because I'm in a bad place right now.
In the middle of the night one night, you feel, well, you don't feel it. You wake up suddenly and you see this pitch black colored elf standing on top of you. And he says, "Hello? Hello?
What the fuck?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi?
I am Crow.
You're what?
I am Crow.
Crow?
Crow.
Can you
I'm here
please-
to help.
Oh, are you the help from that Grey Garot sent?
Gregorat. Gregorat. Yes, Gregorat. I am Crow.
Okay, Crow, how the hell can you help me?
Prepare. Yes?
Prepare what?
Defenses.
What?
Prepare.
Yeah, there's...
He like scratches his chin. He goes, "Silver Strings, come here. You broke peace. They come here. They kill everyone. They come for help.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, fuck.
Yes?
Yeah, we need help with that, but, did he say anything about my skeleton situation?
Skeleton?" And he like touches your face. He goes, "Oh, skeleton. No,
I would be so
Dead,
pissed
yes?
off. I would be
Dead,
so
yes?
pissed off, man.
Not dead.
dead. Yes."
I think I might be dead. I
He
don't...
sniffs you. Dead. No skin.
Dead. Great.
I am Crow.
Yeah, you said
And
that.
he holds out a hand. I am Crow.
I shake his hand.
I am Crow.
Do you want payment? Do you want payment?
And he like kind of does like a points to himself and then points to you and like does like a symbol as in like what's your name?
Oh,
I'm Crow.
Filbert Bunkleton.
Filbert. I don't know. Filbert. Prepare. Where's King?
He's away.
Why is Colt on beach? Disgusting.
You know what?
Should
That
kill?
kid- No. They might be useful actually. Now that I think about it.
Talona not useful. Should kill?
No.
Okay. He goes, what do we do?
Well, can we possibly get reinforcements to help with, defending the island?
Maybe. Silver Strings come after you. Can't lose many Midnight Men. Do you know Silver Strings?
I believe I've met two.
Yes. You broke peace. They come kill you.
No one fucking told me this shit. I didn't realize that there was a huge thing. I just thought that they were two random people. They hated, like, they fucking. No one.
You silly man. You funny. Crow likes you. I'm Crow. I was so excited to introduce Crow, by the way.
Crow's pissing me the fuck off.
I love Crow.
Crow is.
I knew because I'm gonna have Crow just piss him off.
Hang on, no. So Crow is annoying to Filbert, but I personally like Crow.
I knew Gabe would love Crow, so I'm
Yeah.
I think he's just a really good foil for Crow for Filbert, just like this annoying dude who can't talk.
All right. First of all, get the fuck off me.
Okay. And
Okay.
he doesn't get off the bed. He just lays down next to you in your bed, and just stares you. He goes, "I'm Crow."
I stand up.
Oh,
I
okay.
stand the fuck up.
Can Crow sleep here?
Get away from me.
There should be other rooms. You can go sleep in one of those rooms.
He leaves your bedroom, and you hear Anne's door open, and you hear, "I'm Crow," and you hear, "Ah,
No, not that room.
I'm Crow."
And I'm sorry about that. This guy,
What the fuck is that? I'm Crow.
this is Crow.
I'm Crow.
Apparently he's here to help us.
Here
Because
to help. Silver Strings kill you all. Here to help.
the island is going to be under attack.
He pretends to look at a watch. 1 year.
We have 1 year.
Inevitable. But I am Crow.
Fuck. Damn it.
Ready?
And
We prepare now?
yeah, just give me a sec.
Okay.
And did Danny ever tell you if when he's coming back?
Did Danny ever tell her when he's coming back? Darian?
Oh shit, no. I said I just said I'll be back when I'll be back when we finish our mission, my training.
That's what Anne tells you, basically.
Yeah.
I really, really wish that I were better with dealing with children, because
I'm not child, I am Crow. He's just standing behind you.
Crow,
Yes?
do you see how this hallway is like? Are we in a really long hallway?
Yeah, you're like upstairs, yeah.
Yeah.
Anne has a nice house.
Okay, yeah. Crow, could you
Yes.
perhaps go downstairs and open the door that leads outside and just wait on the porch?
Gray said, not let dumbass out your sight. I am Crow.
I'm gonna punch Gray next time I see him.
Alright.
I can do that. I don't like Gray.
I don't hate him. It's just, yeah, I feel like he gives me way too much shit. There's too much. There's too much. I'm having a breakdown.
Fuck.
Is mind okay? Should Crow take care of something? He like pulls an apple out of his back pocket and gives it to you.
I can't. I don't think I can eat this.
Can Crow have it?
It's yours.
No, it's Filbert.
It's yours now. You can have it.
That gives me a headache. Fuck.
Crow, I can't wait for Crow to meet Danny.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
And he like just starts chewing on it. Anne's just looking at you two like, what the fuck is going on?
And
I'll just give up on life, my guy.
can I have a platonic hug? I need a hug. Right?
She gives you a hug. And as she gives you this hug, you feel Crow hug you from behind.
Oh,
and whisper, I am Crow. Fun fact, this is based off of my sister's original D&D character.
Oh my
Oh,
I
really?
took some
god.
liberties, but yeah.
Your sister made a great character.
Like she made it so like he has like brain problems, so he can't talk right. So like his mind works like everybody else, but his language system is messed up. So like it's hard for him to communicate.
So he just
So, like-
introduces himself all the time.
So he says like he has very limited language capacity.
So it's like a weird Groot's thing.
It's
where
like Groot's tick, but if he had more vocabulary.
Okay.
Must prepare. Time is now.
Oh, Gene said he had to stop.
Yeah, I was just
no!
messaging him. Yeah, something was up with his mom. He had to go check on her.
Okay. Well, we'll end it here then.
Alright. This was really fucking good. This is really fun. God damn it. Oh,
Thank you.
man. That
Things
was.
started off so good. I thought I was making the right decisions.
Now,
You
see,
fucked
I'm
up.
so excited. I'm so excited because I was gonna do something completely different. But I'm like, okay. By the way, the Silver Strings are the Organization 13 I brought up earlier.
Oh. What is that
Yeah.
from?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, okay. That's why I didn't
You
know.
not hear Gene make all those fucking Kingdom Hearts jokes?
Dude, I don't know. I don't play...
Organization 13 is basically every evil anime group,
Okay.
but they're really cool. But yeah, like I kind of wanted to do that. And if I wasn't clear enough, are we still recording? Because I can just.
Oh yeah, I am. I never stopped the recording.
Cool. No, good. If it wasn't clear enough, Orthus is still holding stuff, so it's going to be explained later a little bit better, because I don't think I explained it well enough. The leader of the Silver Strings was try to hire him when he created the Silver Strings, and basically Orthus was like, leave me alone, and it was kind of like Orthus is really strong, so I'm not going to screw with him, but he shouldn't get in my way either, and
Right.
so when Zenshi attacked, Orthus had a guaranteed peace with these guys because Zenshi attacked. And so it was kind of like alright, I'ma just leave it. And because Filbert and that's why Motley didn't immediately come and get the stuff, is because she was like, there's that peace and I have to respect that peace. Because then Orthus will just show up and kill me. Orthus will just show up and kill me. So now that Filbert attacked her,
The piece.
they're gonna come, but because Orthus is that strong, they can't just show up. She couldn't take care of it there by herself, hurt. She has to go back, and they're gonna prepare and just basically take it all over.
I've noticed a pattern with with my decisions. A lot of my decisions that end up fucking us over either lead into some great battle between like two groups or somebody getting traumatized.
Yeah.
No, but like
yeah.
I honestly, like, that's why I never get mad at you when you do that stuff, because like you never, when I always make the, like,
when I say you derail the stuff, it's a joke because it actually
Oh,
just moves the plot. Like it
I
moves
get
the
that.
plot in a direction where I'm like, that's really cool. I can come up with a lot of cool stuff for that. I like that, you know.
Thank you.
Uh, so yeah, next session we will basically finish up um Colossal's not Colossal's. Danny's here
Technically
and
colossal.
Nedry's here, and that will give me time to get into what is going to happen. Because I can't just have Motley and Zenshi show up, because you will just die.
Is this
You
really
will just-
becoming our fucking battle tendency art? Like,
This is
we're
our
Yes.
battle.
fucking yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is our battle tendency, dude.
These are the No, you're getting the Pillar Men.
Oh my
We
god.
already dealt-
Aye.
We already we dealt with Wamu. Fucking who is Motley in the of the
Motley
four?
is I want to say Motley's Cars because Motley doesn't give a shit.
Okay.
Zenshi's
ever-
Wamu where he's honorable. Motley doesn't care.
So we need a Santana and ACDC.
Yes, there's more than just
does
those.
that mean that that Orthus is our Stroheim?
He's your Lisa.
Oh, okay. I was figuring that oh, okay, that makes sense. So who's
I didn't
want to
I didn't want to be an asshole to you, but like I did also want Orthus to feel like a real character, and he's been kind of training Danny, so I feel like because you never said I go back for them, like you have been gone for. Does that like I didn't mean to piss you off about that.
Oh no, you didn't piss me off. It was just like if anything, I probably pissed myself off.
Like I really didn't want to be an asshole to you. I was just like I was trying to going through my head. I'm like he's been gone for 2 years. Orthus has a plan for Danny to kind of help raise him. Because Orthus said, "I'll help you raise him," and then you fucked off.
Well, like
Fair enough.
And so he's like,
Fair
well,
enough.
I gotta raise this kid now. What do I do? And he's like, okay, I'll help him.
That's the thing. That's why I came back that third year. I was like, hey, now that I know my stuff, I can potentially pass on what I've learned.
Now that I got my shit together, time to help this 12-year-old boy. And like Orthus is like, no, get out of here. Go away.
I really turned our friendship around. It started off, he gave me a hug, and I was like, why the fuck are you hugging me?
And then it ended up with, why the fuck are you here? And then immediately after he's like, we're cool, you go, bang, bang, and shoot, shoot a person.
Well, Filbert doesn't know the situation. He just has this crazy stranger in his room that's talking about the guy that literally killed, like...
But in his mind,
people
the
he knew.
guy who whooped him last time, she says she's friends with that guy. And your first thought is to shoot her?
Stand up.
Mistakes were made.
There's big mistakes
didn't
were
cross-
fucking made.
Your mind of, maybe it's not a good idea to shoot her.
I think it was just, like, the fact that... It wasn't when she said, like, Zen... Like, when she brought up Zen, she was like, oh, okay, if this turns to combat, I'm definitely, going to try to shoot you. But then, like, when she mentioned, like, the tooth and she started making fun of him, that's where it was like, okay, yeah, now you fucking crossed the line.
You crossed the line about making fun of my tooth. Bang, bang.
Fuck you. Because he's pissed about that.
Now see, if you would have been playing Filbert for a while, I would have had her kill you.
That makes sense.
But you just got him, and I'm like, that's not cool.
I
You
will
just made him a few sessions ago
I
to
will
kill
be
you.
real.
Hmm.
I will be real. When you said that 80 damage, my heart sank.
But I was like, because I didn't want to like be an asshole to you, and I wasn't like trying to teach you a lesson, but I'm like, there's got to be consequences for this extremely powerful like main villain, like this pillar man for their story. Like
was
you wouldn't just take that.
I was expecting something like, oh, she'll probably just deflect the bullets back at me again.
No, you hit her. I'm not gonna say, oh, you don't like you hit a 20 and a 21, and she's a mage. I'm not gonna be a jerk and be like, no, you don't hit, because you were able to hit Zenshi. So there's no reason why you would not be able to hit her. So you hit her, but also she's like, but she has enough health where you by yourself, especially by yourself, wouldn't be able to kill her in one round. So she just kills you.
but I was like, I want to do, because here's the thing, because what I was gonna do is there's a spell called Remove Curse. I was gonna have that be the thing that heals you
Oh.
in year 5.
Oh, so Filbert was going to be back to normal.
Yeah, he was.
That's just
You acted so goddamn fast, Narash.
No,
Wow.
but I'm like, this is good though, cause I was like, and I was telling him like, is that too fast? Like he just came in, and I'm like, I really like the idea of her kind of going, yeah, no, like, basically, cause you said the witch died, right?
the witch is dead, and
Yeah.
her son.
When she basically only got half the spell off,
Uh.
and so instead of turning you into a skeleton, she made your skin and organs invisible.
Yeah.
This is what that spell was going to do,
Okay.
and so she basically, and you're.
Can I explain the reason why I was like it only makes my skin invisible? Because I
Hold up.
honestly.
I just want to say you're really lucky that
I-
she has the spell Resurrection already in her spell list. Because I was going through her spells and I was like, do I want to hurt him or do I want to kill him? I'm like, if she, I'm like, because I couldn't remember whether I put True Resurrection in her spell list, and I'm like, if she has it, then I'll use it, and then I'll kill him, and I'm like, okay, and then I was like, oh, because I'm like, with the spell Resurrection, it brings you back, like normal. So I think that's like that wanted to her being cruel. Like she made sure you were awake when she did it, and then she turned you into and like basically finished that spell and turned you into a skeleton.
Wow. I like how how Filbert like he's like in the right position to make a decision that will benefit him, and then he fucks up, and it makes things worse.
I like how she goes, "I come in peace," and just teases you a little bit, and and you shoot her.
That's Filbert.
Boom, boom. I
Oh,
love that.
oh Filbert, that scamp.
Are you guys done?
We were gonna be done. Do you want to finish up the session? I thought you were gone.
Well, I thought I was too, but mine was being a stupid ass as usual.
Are we still recording, Darian?
Yeah, he said yeah. My
Yeah.
bad. Shouldn't have said that.
No, you're good. Darian?
I love my mom. He said he had to go pee.
Okay. When he comes back, if we can finish it up, because we'll be able to do
Yeah,
that.
you guys, you do. I
That'll
don't.
be good.
I kind of don't want to do much now after
Okay.
that encounter.
All right. We'll just say Nedry continues his search on
Yeah,
Hero 5.
thanks.
Gene, were you here when I royally fucked up? I can't remember.
What, the jester?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you were there for that.
That actually irritated me.
Are you...
That actually annoyed me. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it did.
That's why I gave him a consequence for that.
Christ.
I just love how he goes, "You tease me, bang bang." I regret giving you a gun because you just go, blop blop, gang shit, blop blop.
I mean, it's
Are you
like
the fucking Punisher?
it's like the kinda, but like like the first person I killed with the gun was the king, and that was because he wasn't gonna pay me.
Jesus Christ. Keep your itchy trigger finger, like, keep it steady. No, that's what I love, is that she didn't cast any spells on you. She didn't hurt you at all. She just said, ha ha, he knocked your tooth out. And you blew her shoulders apart.
And remember what I said? I was like, okay, that's 2 bullets.
Yeah, I'm like you should have. I wish you could have saw my eyebrows when you said, "Okay, that's 2 bullets," because I went, "Hold up, that's what?" I was ready to do like the cute little gesture, like, "Haha, like I'm here to tease you. You best listen to me," and you're like, "Nope, bang, bang."
He hates
Nope, nope.
clowns.
She's just,
Well.
"Haha, look at me, it's me."
So that is Lilith.
He doesn't like clowns.
It is, but very different because I remember I said she had brown hair.
Wow.
But-
Chef Boyardee really
He fucked up.
that's exactly the kind of that's the kind of if Chef Boyardee were alive. Well, one, he'd probably be dead right now, but
Oh yeah.
he'd probably be like laughing.
Oh,
Before
she wouldn't have resurrected Chef. She would have just killed him.
Hey,
Like if Chef was around.
after this, you
Gene
guys
here, so
want to?
you want to finish up your last year since we're still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, and we could just cut it up. What would you like to do your last year?
That wasn't Gene who answered. That was me.
That's what I'm saying. What would you like to do your last year?
yeah, you have another year.
Oh, me? Mm.
Yeah.
Sorry, my grandma gave me a piece of pork chop.
Hell yeah.
Come back.
You want to come back to the island?
Yeah, we come back to the island. Training's done, right? That's what we said after I got shot.
Mostly done. Yeah. And wait,
Yeah, I just got a sense that something's not right, so we just had to go back home. I see my my little brother who has grown. I see my surrogate mother and family.
yeah, he's holding her hand.
From the
and
corner of
you're-
my left eye, I look over and I'm just like, "What the fuck is that?" And I see 5 fat naked men and several different shaped and sized women all getting fucked on the beach,
Screaming Talona, by the way.
screaming to Lona.
And like killing like crabs and stuff as they're doing it, like they're crazy.
Oh, God.
I'm disturbed, but I'm also intrigued. I'm,
You're-
Just like grabs your shoulder, he goes, "Go say hi to your mother. I'll deal with that."
Oh, God.
I go say hi. I give Galen Jr. I give him like remember from Dragon Ball Z when Goku woke up from his a coma and just threw Chi-Chi like far in the fucking air. I basically do that to Galen Jr.
Roll an
Yeah.
insight check as you do this. By the
Oh.
way.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That is +1. Boop. 20.
You do this. Galen is trying to hide it, but he's scared. You came back scary. to him.
I see it. I feel a little saddened, but I meet him on his level. I rustle his hair and go around my back as I pull out a little necklace from my knapsack. I'm like, "This is just for you, buddy."
I'm gonna say it's a necklace with a little.
Little trinket on it, like a little train, not a train.
Is it? Oh, I was gonna say, is it like a piece of a monster or something? Like, what is it?
Tooth or something?
Yeah, it's like a tooth of a werewolf. Like this.
It's a werewolf tooth.
this
You hand him
creature.
a werewolf tooth, and he goes, "Cool. What is this?" And you tell him, he's like, "Cool," and he like puts it on. And he's like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah," and he
There we go.
like bites her leg as you talk to Anne, and Anne just like. You tower over her now. She like touches your the part of your face with the scar. She goes, Are you okay?"
I pick up Anne, and I lift her up. Then I pull her in for a big hug, and I'm like, "I'm okay now."
You feel tears kind of wet the side of your neck. She goes, "This isn't what I wanted for you."
I kind of just accept it, and I kind of just give her, put my hand on her shoulder, and I'm just like, "It's okay, Mom." But before I continue further, I go see Filbert. I go see Filbert.
Is Filbert waiting on the dock with Crow? I'm
Gabe.
gonna say Filbert. Gabe?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Filbert's probably like you said. Him and Crow were kind of like training the people to like get ready, right?
Yeah.
I go
you
hear all the
see
training, and I go
Filbert
see them.
and Crow, like teaching people how to like use spear. Like a lot of the pirates know how to fight, but like just the citizens and the merchants and stuff are learning how to fight. And as you're walking up, before you can say anything to Filbert, this pitch black elf with pure white eyes walks up to you and goes, "I'm Crow," and puts his hand out.
Hi, I'm Daniel.
"Daniel, I am Crow," and he like smiles at you.
Okay, Crow.
Really quick before you guys say anything else, I got a little thing to show that Darian wanted me to work on.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
What is it?
Yes. This is gonna be a part 3.
Oh,
This is
no.
gonna be a part 3.
It can't happen though
Oh, stop! No.
because we burned the body, so it can't happen.
Damn it. Damn it.
Good. And
But we
Crow
could
hugs you.
We could say this for a dream sequence, Darian.
Oh yes, this is
Oh,
perfect.
I was gonna put it in a dream sequence. Don't worry. Crow hugs you and goes, "You are strong."
Okay. I just kind of like gently push him off of me a little bit, and like I start trying to move the Filbert.
He goes, "Filbert, Daniel," and he points at, at Daniel.
Yeah, I know, Crow. Listen, Danny. This
He's
is Crow.
taller than you now.
Yeah. I still call him Danny because I'm not. I'm just not used to the fact. You know when like you know how
Yeah.
like
Yeah, me and Gabe,
people are like,
we talked about this. Like he's gonna
Yeah.
like I kind of like the stepdad who's trying, but he's also like, come on now, come
I
on
like
now.
that. I like that dynamic where he's just like, "You're still that little kid."
I prefer Daniel Filbert.
It's kind of weird for me to call you Daniel. You know, like I knew you when you were a little kid. I'm really sorry. Like absolutely, just honestly, just I messed you up, kid.
I put my hand on his shoulder. I feel around a little bit. I hear the raggly bit of like not raggles. I can't even think of the fucking name. Rattle of his bones. I'm like, yeah, you got pretty fucked up too, friend. And just like fucking just like, you know how you slightly shake someone where you're just like, yeah, where you're like kind of upset with him still, but you're also kind of like, it's good to see you. And I keep hearing him fucking rattling a little bit.
You're still kind of a piece of shit, but I don't want to kill you.
Exactly.
right now.
Where it's like, I can't lie, I did miss you. And I'm afraid if I give you a hug, I'm gonna turn you to dust.
I'm actually afraid of that too. Consider it. Listen.
I imagine every time Filbert talks, there's like that clack of teeth because he doesn't
Yes,
have a tongue.
yes.
Knock, knock, knock.
I'm
When he
actually-
talks.
Oh, I didn't get to say this earlier. So, like, originally, the reason why I said that his skin and stuff was visible, because I did not think that Dane would be okay with me playing a skeleton.
Oh, I was
Ow.
totally down for that.
Yeah, but now that it's like, oh, okay. Then I became more married to the idea of him just being a guy who looks like a skeleton. I thought that was really funny, but now this is actually a lot more funny, now that everything is happening. So, Danny, we are in a very bad place right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I can see. What's with the orgy on the beach? I don't think
So-
Galen should be seeing this.
So you know that word now, okay? It's kind of weird talking to you. Kind of weird talking to you like you're an adult. So remember Nedry?
Yeah, of course. Dad used to call him Garfield.
That's his thing. I know he's a prophet now, right?
He is. They call him Hierophant. Like he's the Pope.
Yeah.
Excuse me? What?
Yeah,
What?
he's the leader of an entire religion.
Are we talking about the same cat man?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
And that's what that is. I don't know if you noticed there was another boat while you guys were leaving.
Yeah, I did happen
That
to
was
see
them.
that.
That was them.
Oh. Oh god.
Sorry you had to see that.
Oh. Oh god. But oh, so if they're not the trouble, what is the real trouble?
So, from what what do I understand about the
Well, you know about the hill.
I know about the hill, but
Basically,
the organization that's coming to
you
us.
two kind of compare notes, and basically, to reiterate, there was a sort of group known as the Silver Strings. They try to recruit Orthus. He said no, and the leader, basically created a peace with him where if he didn't get in the way, Orthus would be safe. And Orthus didn't really know that for sure until Zenshi attacked. Basically, ensuring that as long as he doesn't retaliate, there won't be a war. Now that Filbert shot Motley, they're coming but they had to prepare first.
Listen, Danny. I know that you want to avenge Colossal Eagle's death, but if Zenshi, the monk fella, is any stronger and is like anywhere near Motley's level, we may not want to, actually get into combat with them, because Motley's the reason why I'm a skeleton now.
I remember her from my childhood, yeah. From my great journey, the battles I've faced, I faced a lot of tough enemies. You can see from the scars of my body. But I fear I'm not strong enough either.
So we should probably be worrying more about the safety of not only ourselves, but your family as well.
Mother and Galen, we will protect together. And we fucking grab each other by like the fucking forearms and shit.
Are we doing the fucking
The
arm
Predator.
No, you know how like when two fucking people who like come together,
Like the Viking.
yeah,
The
like Viking when they grab them by like. I don't want to see you die so soon.
Thank you. I don't want to see you die at all.
We'll train together.
That's a good line. That's a really good line. I don't want to see
You die at
I
all.
don't wanna see you die
We'll
at
train
all.
together. We'll make sure everyone's prepared.
I hope we'll be ready.
The vengeance has no longer clouded my mind.
And no, go ahead.
I was trying to think of something cool for the little dramatic pause, but I'm just
I am the Colossal Eagle.
like, yeah, just like I am the Colossal Eagle. You hear a giant ass eagle fucking screech from the background?
I was gonna say, as you guys pan up, you guys, as your final year together, work to help the people prepare for the attack of whatever the Silver Strings are going to send. And you guys looking over these people, Nedry is looking up from the top of his church as his followers are fucking and praising for Talona. And up in the sky, you see the clouds in the shape of an eagle. And that's where we're gonna end it.
No. This is where we end it. I look on the beach. I look at my family. I look at Filbert, and I look at everyone around me. I think I am Danny DeVito. No.
No!
I am now the Colossal Eagle.
I hate it.
And my one mission in life is to protect those around me and make sure evil will never touch this island. The end.
Danny's dead next session because you called him Danny. He's dead. I'm killing him next session.
I will protect him.
I'm killing him next session. Specifically because in his character sheet his name's Daniel Colosso. I'm like, that's fine for his last name.
It's Daniel Eagle, but no, like I'm just like, yeah, I forgot my roots. I was Danny DeVito. Now I am the Colossal Eagle.
We've said it twice.
I'm so mad because now it's canon because I said, okay, sure.
Woo!
We said it earlier.
I'm calling you Daniel Eagle though. I don't
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's what I want to be called because like, even though I'm like call myself the Colossal Eagle, like I'm still kind of like I don't want to be fully called that name yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You gotta hide it.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that's what the wiki will say. It'll just say Danny DeVito, and quotes it'll say the Colossal Eagle.
Or Daniel Eagle. Now some of those go. Danny DeVito. Quotes Colossal Eagle. Or goes by Daniel Eagle.
At first I was afraid that like this happening so early was gonna like, I don't know how it didn't like think.
This is the start of the season. This is season 2, episode 1.
This is no. I like to think of this as sort of like the interlude between like season 1 and 2, like because it's a longer episode and the fact that like it's sort of like an in-between between like the two. I like this as a bridge.
So it's kind of like like in Dragon Ball, where it's like, oh, it kind of ends with Goku and Chi Chi going off. Then you have the episode where they get married. Then it's like this directly leads into Dragon Ball Z, kind of like that. Kind of like
Sort
that.
of, yeah. So we can have this be its own separate thing, and we'll call it, because like before you said you wanted to name the episode. I haven't been naming episodes by like actual titles, so we can just call this one "Baptism by Blood."
There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. This was Colossal Eagle.
Filbert Bunkleton, or I guess Pizza Man.
Gene Ewan. Now you say Nedry, and this was Nedry.
What?
You say your name. This was Nedry.
No. I don't know why he keeps making me do this. I hate it.
Just say the fucking name.
No, you do it.
Oh God! And that Sailor says playing Nedry, and I wonderful dungeon master.
Dane, PP Biggins.
Man, oh, come on, Dane.
Woo! All right. Good night, everybody.